Hello. Hi. Hello, Spooks. Hello, Gummy Frog. What's up? Good morning. Are you ready for this shit? Once again? Hello? Here, let me just, I didn't actually sync up my VTuber. I'll do that for a second. Hello, welcome. Hi, hello. I know I complained the first time one of these streams went 5 hours, but I'm genuinely so excited to finish this game. Not finish this game, play this game today. I've been looking forward to it all week. I was like, oh, I've streamed tomorrow on Wednesday, and I was like, oh, it's Firmament. It's not this game. With all these darn doors, there's so many. 9, to be exact. They're more than 9. Misnomer, there are more than 9 doors, more than 9 people, and way more than 9 hours, let me tell you. In game hours, that's a different story. Hours for me? Just so many hours. So many hours. Hi. I got an AC installed, so I ran it all night so the room would be nice and cool, and I'm not going to turn it on till the end of the stream, so if I start sweating, it's my own fault. It's been overcast for 2 days, though, so I'm probably going to be fine. Under promise, over deliver, as they say. I don't trust this game either. I don't trust this game 1 second. Ooh, I'm all sniffly all of a sudden. Give me a second, I'm gonna take a sip of my tea. I might have to get new tea halfway through this game. We'll see. We'll see if I'm feeling that feisty. I'm going to switch to game cam. Oh, did I not? I didn't. That's okay. That's okay, we can continue listening to the very gentle, quiet Griffin music in the background. Thank you again to Griffin McElroy for me stealing his Suffering Game soundtrack from his podcast, The Adventure Zone. As I do every 9 hours, 9-person, 9-door streams. Captures. Thank you, McElroys. Love you, McElroys. Moi. I want this game, please. Show me the game. Thank you. Make it big. I'm gonna put it right up. Yeah. Excellent. I should shrink myself a little bit, huh? I'm blocking a little more than usual. Meow. How's that? Oh my god, have so much fun. Are you gonna... My goal, if I ever see a live show, is to try to buy the haunted doll while I'm there, if they do a haunted doll watch. That's my goal in life, is to bid on the haunted doll while I'm at a McElroy show. And what's better than that? That does rely heavily on my phone having service, which I feel like it never does when I go to concerts or anything. Welcome to stream. Wait, give me 1 second while I process your name and how to pronounce it. Raudel Salih. I'm sure I pronounced that wrong. Thank you. Hi, welcome. I'm wondering if one of those endings is the to be continued you get if you don't do the other endings first. And it just happened to work out that we did all the other endings first. Yeah, oh yeah, they do during the call you ravioli. I love that, actually. Yes, I will call you ravioli. It's so hard to get one, yeah. Because people all open their phones at once. They'll like live update how the bidding war is going during the show sometimes. And it cracks me up. I wish they would come literally anywhere near where I live. That would be so cool of them. I did realize, though, my partner lives a lot closer to where they do live shows. So maybe one time when I'm visiting we could go. I just have to get him really into, really into the McElroys real quick first. It'll be a process, but it'll happen. Anyways, okay, we're doing this. I gotta indoctrinate. Like, I'm sure he's seen some Monster Factory videos, for sure. but I don't think he's suffered through the entire, the Adventures of an Experience, which I do think is essential. And yes. Game. Yeah, Monster Factory is the easiest to start off with. The first time I watched a Monster Factory video, I was like, who the fuck are these idiots? And then I fell in love. It was the Spore Monster Factory. That was the first McElroy video I ever saw. It's one of my favorite videos ever on the internet. It's so good. Yes. Wow.
All right, this is the next.
Okay. So we don't know what's going to happen. Here's the recap. The recap is 3 took the gun this playthrough. Santa, sorry. Santa took June and what's her face? June, Lotus, and Ace through the door. So all 4 of them are gone. We got stuck with 7, Clover, and then we found her brother. So 7, Clover, Snake, and me. And now we just got through the library. We're trying to escape, obviously, but we're also maybe looking for a mummy. We found out last time, the big reveal, and this is the point where if you're watching the VOD and you haven't watched my other VODs and don't want to get spoiled, you click off this video and go find the first video. We found out that Akane died. She was the girl who died in the experiment, and we don't know who Akane is. The Akane we've been talking to, don't know who that is. I have some theories, actually. I think... This is a stupid theory. I come up with stupid theories all the time, and most of them are wrong, but Final Pam is also great. Metal Husband. Let's see. Okay, here's my theory. Here's my theory. Because we've been talking about how things replace each other, the ship of Theseus, and we've tied that to the recrystallization of things. Like, that's something changing from one thing into another thing. So, what if Alice, all ice, crystallized, and that crystallization became a different person, and then made herself somehow into Akane? Maybe Akane this whole time has been Alice. That's my theory. I'm sure it's incorrect, but I like it, so... I just thought it would be fun to bring up. Anyways, let's continue.
The door!
Did that just close on its own?
Oh, we're strapped.
Don't tell me we can't go back.
There's another door. Or maybe it'll
I don't know.
dump us
Let's
out.
see.
Junpei, maybe we have to escape the room. Did you consider that we might have to escape this room?
It looks like it locks automatically.
My favorite other thing they do is Justin's FMV quest, because I love FMV games. They've been starting to do them again, but on their live, their normal channel. And they played one game that I was like, what the fuck? They said they'd never play it again because there was too much nudity in it, and I was like, damn it, this is really wild. It was like a DVD game that got really weird into, like, psychology, but broken. I can't remember what it was called, though. You're voting for Santa's sister dissociating too hard and becoming Akane after making friends with her and watching her die, which would mean Santa was also part of the experiment. I think yeah, I believe Santa was part of the experiment. Remember, we think he was with Snake's group, which means that his sister would have been with Clover's group. Okay, I'm glad you all watched that too. That was really good. Their live streams every week give me so much joy and energy. Anyways, them playing Mario has been so fucking funny. Everybody watch the McElroys in everything they do. Thank you. This has been.
Is there any
my
other
TED
way
Talk.
out? Well, there's another door over on the right. There's a card reader next to it.
Great.
It's got a red light on it, though, so I'm pretty sure it's locked, too.
But there is a card reader, right?
So...
Yeah.
Then perhaps if we find a key card, we could open the door and leave?
So our goal is to be finding a key card for this lock, finding the key for the other door in the hallway, and finding Alice. Yeah, so that's why they split up all the siblings. Yes. The fucking, Guy Fieri quest has been very good, too.
Yeah, that might work, but...
Hey! Wait a minute. Are you saying we're gonna have to search through this room for one little card?
It's a trash room full of trash. Sirens, they're coming for me.
Looks that way.
Oh, this is really sussy. Can you... Hello? Sirens, please? I'm streaming. Alright, guys, I gotta go. They're here. They're here for me.
No way!
For real?
This is a stinky,
Well,
stinky
we can
room.
sit down and wait to die, if that's what you prefer.
Alright, Snake, let's can it with the sass.
I rather doubt that.
They're coming for the
however.
cows.
So it would be wise to start looking.
Okay.
We haven't much time. Let's find that key card. Oh, and the Neptune key as well.
We need both, yes.
We won't be able to get through the hallway without it.
Correct.
All right then, let's begin.
Whee! This is a fun room. I'm a moogitive. I'm a moogitive. I'm on the run. Okay. Interesting. Ooh, there's a nasty moldy chair. Looks like a control panel. Cool. I love it. Oh. This is... circumnavigating the world. Really, it's attached to the drafting table. A light that's attached to the drafting table. It's got a little metal arm that holds it up. Hey, Junpei, isn't this a nautical table? Yeah, I feel like I've seen this before. New material has been added to the file screen. Wow. Let's look at it. Wow. There's a hint button on this. Okay, cool. Oh, I had to sneeze. There it is. Found it. Oh, God. Okay. There are piles of crap everywhere. Man, this place is a mess. It's so messy, I don't know where to start. Some of this crap looks familiar. I think a lot of these are parts of the puzzles we've solved in the other rooms. And that's true, then this room could be Zero's laboratory. Perhaps Zero would shut himself into this room to devise the machines, puzzles he'd need to see his plan come to fruition. Okay, cool. Oh, look, Junpei, the rust on here looks like Elvis's face. Yeah. How exciting. Really? I don't see it. Maybe if I squint and... I don't see it. I see some sort of big machine on the other side of this crap. There's some old computer monitors on this desk. You don't see CRT monitors that much anymore. Well, can I go over there, or... I think these fans are for ventilation. They're probably there to circulate air. Thank you. A pipe. Great. Okay. Just a pile of junk. There's nothing useful here. Oh, okay. There's a control panel in front of the big screen here. Wonder if any of these buttons do anything. Oh, they do. There's something on the screen now. What? this? There are 15 cells here with numbers and letters in them. Let me see that. Ah, I see. So wherever you touch a cell, the ones next to it turn on or off. You just gotta use that to make the all cells on the right and the bottom green. Hey, Junpei, found this piece of paper under that thing. You want to take a look at it? Do you think this might have something to do with the puzzle? It's a piece of paper Clover gave me. There are a bunch of numbers and letters connected by equal signs on it. Just like she said, this is probably related to the puzzle on the screen somehow. Thanks, Clover. This is really helpful. Alright, let's go back and try again. Anyway, it looks like I need to make all of the cells all green. Well, can I look at the paper, or is that what the hint is? Oh, fuck. Dude, they don't seem to all need to be on. Okay, wait, what is this? Oh. They have to add up. This is like the puzzle I hate with more. Great, good. This is not what I wanted. More number, letter stuff. Okay, let's figure out what all of them are. I'm taking notes, sorry. One moment. A is 10. L is 21. Okay. So let's figure out all these. D, 6, 4. One F5. Nine BC. Let's see. B is 11. C is 12. F is 15. And D is 13. Okay. And they're all plus, plus, plus. So 6 plus 4 is 10, so the D does have to be off, you're right. Great. Okay. Wonderful. Okay, that has to be F plus 6. Cool, I will accept that. 6 plus 15 is 21. Cool. Cool. I wish I had like a highlighter. Do I have a highlighter? I might have a highlighter. I should really be drawing this on screen, but today I can't be asked. This is close enough to a highlighter. I have this Crayola marker that's tropical violet color that I stole from elementary school that I still have. It probably is dry. We're about to find out. It's not dry. It works just as well as it did when I stole it. Okay, cool. Now we just have to figure out how to get these. So, it looks like this and this have to be on. We need both the 1 and the 5 on. Okay. 4 plus 5 plus 12 should be 21, right? Yes. So we need that whole row too. And then 9 plus 12 to 21. Okay, okay. I've got a cute little graph Let's just try our best to match it. Okay, well. I didn't expect it to be that fast, but that's great. You did it, Junpei. You're so smart. Well, you seem to have done an excellent job and solved the puzzle. Easy peasy. Just what I would have expected of you, Junpei. Hey, come on, you're embarrassing me. Whoa, whoa, don't get cocky, kid. We don't have time for that. Look at this. Check out the edge of this control panel. The lid slid open, something came out. A cross emblem. Wow. You found it. Cool, well we did that puzzle. Excellent. Oh, great. Alright, I've put the emblems into the 4 indentations on the desk, but... Huh? Nothing's happening. Wait, what's Snake doing? I feel symbols engraved just above each indentation. On the upper side is the steering wheel symbol, cross symbol, mysterious circle symbol, and lastly the waffle pattern. Each symbol seems to have been given a number. Oh god. Okay, cool. Perhaps we need to insert the emblems in this order. That order, huh? Well, I only have one, so... 3 monitors here. The power's on, but there's nothing on any of the screens. Okay. Then let's move to the next corner of the room. We got more puzzles! Okay. Junpei, it looks like there's a compass on here. Ah, now I get it. What do you mean? I guess you weren't there, Clover, but I solved a puzzle like this in the wheelhouse. I think I just need to do the same thing here. The same thing? The important part is the nautical table we just found. Just have to match up the directions on the compass with the lines on the nautical table. I used the steering wheel in the wheelhouse, but at the time, I think I'm going to use the wheel attached to the side here. Okay, show me, now. Of course. Maybe I ought to run through the instructions. This probably works the same way. Yes, okay, I know the, yes. Press stop when the compass is pointing where I want it to. Okay, okay. I need my map, thank you. Stolen pen gave me the answer, you're right. It gave me the power I needed. The bastard energy I wanted. Okay, it's south, wait, north, south, east, north, south, east, west, okay. We're going south, west, south. I should write this down. South. I'm sorry, every time I look kind of down, she just like, time to break a little bit. Okay, south, west, southeast, northeast, east, north, east. Okay. Starting with south. And then we're going west. And then we're going southeast. And then we're going northeast. East. North. And then east again. Wow! Yay, you did it, Junpei! Good boy! Who's a good boy? Knock it off. Hey, we don't have time for screwing around right now. Check out the right side of the monitor. Kinda slid open, so they came out. Oh, yeah. I heard a noise too. You know that big box in the hall by the exit? I think it made a noise. Like something unlocking, you know? A noise, huh? Clover, not now. That's my kink. Save that for later, please. Let's see what happens when I... Whoa! Now we've got something on the screen at least. Huh? What is this? Oh, wait a minute. I saw something like this when I figured out that Morse code puzzle back in the communications office. Morse code? Yeah. The dots on here look like dits for Morse code. There are 2 dots on the first line, 4 on the second, and 1 on the last. I'm afraid I don't understand. Well, perhaps you should give it a shot anyway. Alright, I try. Morse code is auditory. Of course he knows what Morse code is. Maybe I'll run through the instructions. It'll enter a dit. Hold the button, it'll enter a da. Okay. I don't know what it wants me to do. And I don't know Morse code, so let's look for clues first. That's not where I wanted to go. Let's click this. There we are. There's something written on this piece of paper. Looks like I've got 3 sheets of stuff. Good cow attempt, please don't. It's not actually my kink. I was talking for Junpei, please. Please leave me out of this. Good moo. Who's a good moo? New material has been added to the file screen. Okay. Okay. Hopefully that was... Oh, 2? Okay. Okay. I'm tempted to think it's all A-L-L or ice, I-C-E. So I'm gonna write down both of those. I-C-E. Okay. L-L. Okay. What does this do? Oh, that's just the normal thing. Okay. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. I love it. Search over here. There are piles of crap everywhere. This is a pretty impressive mess. If we try and search every one of these, we're gonna be at it till the cows come home. Me? Cows? Well, that doesn't seem too bad. We don't have to go bring them ourselves then. Don't you get smart with me, kid. How about we deal with this area later, okay, guys? Maybe we should try something more promising. Card reader. It says lock. It's not gonna open until I find the card that goes to this thing. Thick metal door is blocking our way out. It's locked and I can't get it open. Whew. Oh. The metal shutter looks pretty sturdy. It's framed with black and yellow warning stripes. Alright, let's open it. Oh, holy shit! This is pretty damn creepy. There's a coffin in here. A coffin? A coffin? Oh man, does Seven think... Yeah, he's all pale. He's thinking the same thing I am. No way. Could this be? I'm sorry, but what's going on? It's a coffin! I wonder if there's a vampire in it. Right, I guess Clover and Snake don't know the story. The Snake is the vampire. Man, I can't bring myself to tell him. Well, at any rate, let's have a look around. Can I open it? There's a metal plaque on the coffin. Snake's touching it. All ice. Ah, the 2 machines. Gulp? Holy shit. Man, this is serious. Well, let's open it, shall we? Clover, if you could give me a hand. Okay. I got it. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Ha! No luck. It doesn't seem to be ready to open. It'll open when it's ready. Yeah, but it's not screwed shut or something. Yes, I believe it's locked in some other way. Hey, Seven, do you think you could open it with your superhuman strength? No, why? What's wrong? I think I'll just pass on this one, okay? What the heck? Very well, we'll just have to give up on the coffin for now. Let's look around the room a little more, shall we? Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the forest of knowledge beneath the navel of the gigantic. Is that actually true? Well, we found her. Oh, this is creepy. These monitors hang down from the ceiling. Each screen shows a room on the ship. Wow. Let's try this thing again. It looks like the word that's supposed to go here is 3 letters. It's got 3 lines, and I think each line is 1 letter. I see. Well, if that's the case, then perhaps the letters you need are made up of 2 symbols, 4 symbols, and 1 symbol, respectively. What? That could be ice. After all, isn't that what you just said? 1 line is 2 spaces. Oh, it has to be ice. Oh, Mayu! Wow, hello! Welcome, welcome! Thank you for the raid! Hi! We're doing puzzles. We're still stuck on this game. Forever and all eternity. We'll die here. We'll die here on this ship. Well, we're about to do a puzzle. Welcome. Happy to see you. They're explaining to me how to do the puzzle again. I've already done this puzzle multiple times. Okay, I think it's ice. Because the other side was all. He was sleeping in a coffin earlier. See? He might be a vampire. He looks like a vampire. He's dressed in kind of a spooky robe now. We still don't know who put him in that and why that was the choice. Because they stole his clothes for the... Okay, wait. We're putting in the code. That should be it. I see. It seems you've solved the puzzle, Junpei. Excellent work. The answer was ice. How did you know? All I had to do was listen to the sounds the machine made. After that, it's a trivial matter to decode them. See, I told you he would know Morse code. He is naked underneath, though. We do know that. It's easier to put someone in a robe than get pants onto him. Maybe that's why. But where did they get these fucking creepy robes? Mist? Yes, I believe I heard a noise from somewhere to the right of the device. Sounded rather like something sliding open. Yes, it was another thing that popped open. Oh! Perhaps the coffin is unlocked now, everybody. What? Code emblem. Well, we need one more thing, and there's a... Well, didn't you say something about there were some boxes that made noise earlier, too? Maybe I should have paid attention to that. I'm not seeing any boxes, so I guess that's... Was this computer? Okay, okay. Let's... There we go. Mystery blind box. Yes, Zero loves a mist, actually. That's why this whole thing was set up like a mist puzzle. Okay, Junpei, you can do this. It's just a box. It's just a box. Holy shit, this is a coffin. There's gonna be something horrible in here. I just know it. Okay, okay, deep breaths. Here we go. It's empty! Alice is among us. Among us. Oh man, there's nobody in there. Shit, can't believe I was scared of something like that. What do you mean nobody? Were you expecting someone to be in there? Yeah, it's a coffin, Clover. It's a long story. Ask Junpei about it sometime. Well, just like Seven said, there's nobody in there. There is something in there, though. Well, 2 somethings, actually. What is that? It's a key and a thing. Looks like we got a plate with an emblem on it and the Neptune key! Yes, we finally found it. Now we can get through the hallway. That's correct, Clover, but we do need to figure out how to get out of this room first, you know. Yeah, I know. You have a lovely rest. Thank you so much for stopping by. And enjoy your evening. Or morning. I don't know what time it is where you are. Have a good one, Muyo. Muyo. Moyu. I'll say it all 3 ways. It's 6 p.m. Excellent. Dab. I almost just dabbed at my desk, which would not have translated at all. My VTuber model can't dab. Oh my god. Anyways, I'm broken as a human, I think. Literally no one gets it correct. Awesome. I changed my username like 5 times before people read it correctly, so that's how it is sometimes. I think it's Muyo. That's my guess. Because the cow goes moo. It's really important though, so I'll keep it in my pocket for now. As far as the other thing goes... Coffin emblem. Wow! I need to get that dab animation set up, yeah. I need the Griffin McElroy dabbing in a circle after he flips a water bottle animation. Wah! Oh my gosh, hello, Kitsulomi! Thank you so much for the sub! Hello! Happy Sunday! It is a very happy Sunday. Hi, hello, welcome. We are doing good puzzle solvings. We're making good progress, I'm in good spirits today, and the game doesn't break like Firmament does, so I'm having the time of my life. Okay. Wheel, cross, circle, waffle. Okay. Wheel. There we go. Oh. I have to do a puzzle for each of these? Damn. What's that? Looks like some kind of puzzle? I wonder if these are the rules. Here, I'll read them to you. When you touch a numbered area, that area will be selected and it will turn blue to indicate this. Touching a numbered ball after selecting an area will cause that ball to move to that area. However, you cannot move the red balls. You can only move 3 to 5 balls into a single area. Press check the button once you've moved all the balls except for the red ones, which you cannot move. The digital root of the balls in the area must match the number for that area. That's it. I still don't really get it. Whatever, like they say, practice makes perfect. Let's give it a shot. Don't you mean practice makes perfect? Hey! Let's see you solve this one, then you can make fun of me. Okay. Okay. Oh. Can I just do this? Why? Do I need to get all the balls in? I thought the red ones... I thought I wasn't allowed to move 5 through 9. Oh no, I'm sorry, Kit. I'll have to do some non-typical stream times sometime, just so that you can come. I feel like I should switch up my schedule a little bit more. I need 3 to open the door. Oh. Well. Okay. I can't use 9, but I can use all the other ones. Okay. It's mirroring the doors. Interesting. Okay, okay. Let's focus. So I just have to put 3 into each. 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. 7 plus 4. Maybe I can get the other one to be 21. 15. Oh, whoops. Sorry. 15. 21. Oh, I need to have all the numbers. Oh. Okay. All the numbers except 9. I don't love this. What if I put a bunch in and then go from there? Because there've got to be multiple solutions, right? Okay, so what does this add up to? It's 10, that's 16, so that's 7. We need to move 1 somewhere else. Okay, now what does 3 do? It's 8, 9, 10, 21. That's 3. There we go. Haha. That wasn't too bad. But nothing's happening. There's still 3 more indentations left empty. I imagine something will happen when they are all filled. Doesn't that seem likely? Okay, well, remind me the... Wheel, cross, weird circle, waffle pattern. Wheel, cross. There we go, there's the cross. Hey, Junpei, something just showed up on the screen. The puzzle sure looks a lot like the last one. Yeah, but there's more of those red balls you can't move. Numbers for each area are different, too. Looks like it's got the same rules as the last one, though. You sure you don't want to double check that? No, I'll be fine, Junpei. If I get confused, I can just look at the screen over there, right? Anyways, like they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Let's give it a shot. Isn't that a picture is worth 1,000 words? Hey, shut it. At least I'm trying, alright? Junpei is stupid. Okay. We have to do 1 and 7. Okay. I'm gonna do the same tactic I did last time, which is do this and then see if they add up. Okay. That's 15, which evens out to 6, which is wrong. But I can make it... Let's see. Is that even... Wait. Did I do that wrong? Oh, I needed the one up from that. Whoops. I needed 8. Okay, that should make 7. Yes. Okay. What does this make? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, that's 19, which makes it 10, which makes it 1. Okay. I found the tactic that works for me. Excellent. That's awesome, Junpei. There's only 2 left now. You could do it. Great. The next was the circle. Let's put the emblem of the secret code. Damn, this puzzle looks a lot like the last one. Thank you, 7. You're gonna say this the same time, aren't you? Don't you think you should double check it? If you can't think of anything clever, please don't strain yourself. You might hurt something. Ah, shut up! Just give me a break, alright? I'll think of something. Okay, 7 and 7. Let's see. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That evens to 15. Sorry, 14 evens to 5. 5, 6, 7. I need 2 more. So let's swap this with 4. Okay, 8, 9, 10. That's 16 as well. Excellent. Ta-da! Snake is really killing Junpei right now. Excellent work, Junpei. You've only got 1 left. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Yes, so can I. On account of us all being about to die still. Wow. This is the 4th one. The puzzle looks a lot like the last couple. I think this is probably the last one. Once we solve this puzzle, I'm sure something will happen. Alright. I'll solve it in no time. 8 and 9. Okay. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That is 4. That does not help us. Okay, this one goes to... That's 13? Which is 4, which is not helpful. Let's swap out... Let's swap out these two and see if we're a little closer. Because that's 9. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is... Yes, that's correct. No? I did my math weird. 8 plus 2 is 10, plus 7 is 17. 1 plus 7 is 8. Huh. Wait a minute. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 9. This size 15, 16, 17. 17 is 8. This should work, right? Am I missing something? I guess let's try to get to 9 with something else. Let's do this. 7, 8, 9. Let's see. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That won't work either. Maybe there needs to be 3 on the 9 side? I can't fit 3 on the 9 side though, unless I get 18. So let's try to get 18, I guess. This is very weird. I don't get this at all. The rules are displayed on the screen. Maybe I should read it again. Okay, thanks. You touch a numbered area, the area will be selected. It'll turn blue to indicate this. Touching a numbered ball after selecting it will cause the ball to be moved to that area. You cannot move the red balls. You can only move 3 to 5 balls into a single area. I don't have enough to move 3 to each. So there needs to be 3 balls in each area. But I only have 5 balls. All the balls need to go through one door. Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Would that add up? Let's see. 15, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would be 26, 6, 7, 8. Okay, sure. Let's try that. Oh, that worked. Oh, thank you. That was they tricked us. Way to go, Junpei! You answered all the questions. Damn, Junpei, good job. Hey, did you hear something just now? Yes, I heard that as well. From the bottom left corner of the desk, I believe. Oh?
A picture.
Good, we don't know in this timeline who the men are.
What the?
Now we should be able to identify Ace. And there's the 9th man. And there's the captain. And there's the mystery man that was killed in Snake's place that we never got to see.
What the hell is this?
This man with a mustache on
I'm
the right.
thinking.
He's the same guy we found murdered in the captain's quarters.
Yeah.
He had the Zero bracelet on his left arm. And the second man, with the glasses and a doctor's coat. He's the ninth man. The one with bracelet number 9.
Mm-hmm.
He died after he went into door 5.
Mm-hmm.
But this guy, the one in the striped suit.
Oh man, that's Ace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess it is.
No doubt about it.
No bones about it.
But what does it mean? What is Ace doing in this picture?
Junpei, you're thinking so hard. Good one, buddy.
Not only Ace, the ninth man and Cap too.
You'll figure it out.
And they look happy, like they knew each other well.
And they're on this ship.
Why? How? How in the world are these 4 men connected?
By the ship.
You say Ace is in that picture?
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it was taken recently, though. Ace, the ninth man, and Cap all look about 10 years younger.
Ah, so the ninth man and the man you found murdered in the captain's quarters are also in the picture?
They look older than... Now they look older than 10 years from that photo. They look very old.
Yeah.
The Cap had completely white hair.
Is there anyone else? Or are there only 3 people in the picture? I'm afraid I can't see it.
No, there's one more guy. He's got kinda long hair, he looks smart, but a little cold. He's the only one I don't recognize.
That's because he got exploded.
What's the date of the photograph?
It doesn't have one.
Did you look on the back?
Back?
It doesn't have one. Junpei, you fool.
Yes,
Turn the photo
the
around.
reverse. The other side.
Snake has no more patience for him. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, they look about 10 years younger.
Praying for the success of the Nonary project.
Oh, there you go.
With Nijisaki, Kubota, and Musashido.
Oh,
Then the 4 men in this picture were the organizers of the Nonary game 9 years ago.
oh.
That means Ace, the ninth man, and Cap were all responsible for making it happen.
And Ace is now trapped with Akane and our other friends.
But
Wow.
I feel like I should be more shocked about this. It's almost as if that's just how things were always supposed to be.
You already know this from the other timeline, Junpei.
Why? Why am I not surprised? Ace was the one in charge of the Nonary project. But why? Why am I so calm? It's like I already knew.
Ooh, I love that voice line. That hit different. It's like I already knew.
Ah, of course. I understand now. Ace was the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
Mm-hmm.
He was the one who invented the game 9 years ago. He was Gentaro Hongo.
He's still alive.
Ace is Hongo?
I had my suspicions from the beginning. Their voices were similar. Too similar to be a coincidence. I could never forget his voice. It was the voice of the devil.
Ooh.
I couldn't be sure, though. After all, I had no way to check. I certainly couldn't ask him. Even if I had known, however, I would never have told you. Zero made it quite clear what would have happened if I did.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea.
Huh?
I didn't know that Ace was Hongo.
Oh, yes. I suppose you wouldn't have. 9 years ago, you were in Building Q in Nevada. But Hongo was in the Gigantic with us.
I know. That's why I didn't know what Hongo looked like. But why? Why didn't you tell me? I mean, I'm your sister, right? You could have told me.
I'm sorry. I apologize for keeping this from you. But if I'd told you, Clover, you would have told everyone else. And if you did, then I would have been forced to tell them about what happened 9 years ago. I had to prevent that.
She told us anyway.
Hey, Junpei. You think I could borrow that picture for a sec?
Sure.
Hongo Kubota Nijisaki Musashido. Hongo Kubota Nijisaki Musashido. Hongo Kubota Nijisaki Musashido.
Ah, are you clearing up your amnesia
Hey,
as well?
Seven, do you...
Shut it! Just be quiet. I'm this close to remembering. This close. Hongo Kubota Nijisaki Musashido.
You're so close, buddy.
Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Nonary project. Shit.
What?
What's wrong?
Holy shit, this is nuts.
What's nuts?
I remember
Remember what?
everything.
Everything?
Everything?
Yeah, I remember all of it. My memory's back.
Yeah.
I remember what happened before I got snatched.
Excellent.
What?
Let me tell you what happened. Like Snake said, Ace is Hongo from the right. The other three are Musashido, Nijisaki, and Kubota. Musashido was the man with the cash. Nijisaki was Hongo's right-hand man, and Kubota developed the actual technical details of the experiments.
Okay.
How do you know all this?
Come on, man, I told you, I finally got my memory back.
No, that's not what I mean. I'm trying to ask you why you knew all this stuff in the first place, before you forgot it.
You really want to know?
Yes.
Of course.
Me too.
Of course.
This is gonna take a while. Hell, it'll probably take me a good 3 days to tell you everything.
We don't
Well,
have
we
that
don't
kind of
have
time.
3 days.
Just give us the short version, alright?
Short version, huh? Alright, fine. I'll give it a shot. No promises, though. I'm a detective. It's a little awkward to say this about myself, but you could probably consider me a lone wolf type.
Uh-huh.
I hold to my own code, because I think doing what's right is more important than doing what you're told.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I followed my gut that night. A slim lead brought me to the wharf. It was 9 years ago. The wharf had been cold as fuck, and I could barely see squat. I was investigating a mess of kidnappings, all of them children. It all had one thing in common. A history of visits to one particular hospital. A hospital under the management of Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
I'm a super cool kind of detective. I'm the kind that doesn't follow rules. Trust me.
My investigation had turned up evidence that Cradle had been involved in the kidnappings.
Yeah, no shit.
After a little sweet talking, I managed to finally get a real lead from someone inside Cradle. My source told me this.
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
So I headed to the wharf. In the shadows, I searched the harbor until I found the ship he was talking about. There was a bunch of movement near it. Men in black suits, many of them carrying large bags. The bags. There was something about the way they moved as they were carried. No doubt about it. There were human beings in those bags. I moved before I realized it. I came out of hiding with my gun already in my hand.
Don't move.
I felt metal touch the back of my head.
Drop the gun. I could kill you right now. It'd be easy to get away with it, too. Just tie an anchor to your feet, and no one would...
Yeah, we haven't heard this in this timeline.
Got what you want? The fish here would love a meal.
I kept digging the cold metal thing into my skull. There was nothing I could do. I did what he said and laid my gun on the ground.
Yes, we have seen this before. That's why you're getting deja vu.
Then suddenly, there was a sharp pain in my neck. A needle.
A drug?
That was my last thought.
Drugs?
My face hit cold concrete. I was out like a light after that.
Drugs? Deja vu.
I woke up on a hard floor. Shit, my head hurts. I did a quick once-over of the room. Where am I?
Jail. Jail for
Small,
1,000
shabby
years.
bed, a dirty sink,
Drugs.
a toilet with no privacy. I'd seen it countless times as a cop. I'm in a cell, huh? Facing the toilet was a door set into the wall. I was still pretty woozy, but I made my way over to it. I pushed and pulled on it, but it won't open. Not like I expected much else. Would be dumb enough to put me in a cell and leave it unlocked. Threw myself against the door a few times, but it wouldn't budge. I knew it. I gave up and made my way back to the bed and sat down. I sat there for a very, very long time. Who knows how long. Then, I heard a faint voice.
Wop, 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 wop,
The voice was
wop.
far away. I couldn't understand what it was saying, but I could hear one. It was pretty high, probably a little kid. Huh? No, it was several. I hear 5, or 6, maybe more.
Potentially 9.
Where? Where are they coming from? I pressed my ear to the wall and tried to listen through it. No, that's not it.
Ow, wow, wow.
Left. It's coming from under the bed? I hauled on the metal frame and flipped the thing over. And there it was. The bed had hidden an air vent under it. The hole in the wall was covered by metal. I dropped flat on the floor and peered through the grate. I couldn't see shit, but I knew it in my gut. This was where those voices were coming from.
You got this, buddy. You save those kids.
Why are there kids here? But then what my inside man told me popped into my head.
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Am I on that ship?
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
It didn't matter. All I knew was I had to get to those kids.
Yeah.
I checked out the metal grate. Could I fit? I stuck my fingers in and grabbed it. And then...
Cool, thank you for that.
Yeah! How do you like that, you son of a bitch? I finally got the damn thing off.
The bed is flipped over in the background.
Sweat was dripping down my face, so I wiped it off and crawled inside.
Here we go.
The first bit or so was tight. I had a wriggle on my belly. It wind up eventually, and there was space for me to crawl along on my hands and knees. I went from crawling like a worm in dirt to skittering like a bug. Couldn't say it was much better, but I'd take what I could get. And when I'd been in the thing long enough to start wondering where it'd take me, a massive sound nearly scared the piss out of me. It was like a heavy metal door had just been slammed shut.
Probably
Then
because it
there
was
a
that.
voice.
Oh. We didn't hear this last time. This is new. So he's hearing the what's behind the 9th door.
What? I wasn't sure what it meant, but anything with incinerator is bad news. Then, almost as if that was a cue, I heard a mess of young-sounding voices. A bunch of them were straight up screaming in terror. And all the sounds together made a howl that made the hair on my neck stand straight up.
We don't know how that incinerator last door worked. We still don't know how to get out of the ship. We just roasted those 2 last time and then ended up
Damn it.
dying anyway.
What the hell is going on here? I scrambled through the duct as fast as I could. I made a giant racket, but I didn't care at that point. I soon found a metal door on the left side of the duct. The kids were screaming on the other side. I found it. I yanked the handle and threw the door open. I almost ripped the metal off its hinges. What the hell is this place? I couldn't believe what I saw.
Oh, he opened it into the incinerator room.
The room had a dome up top, and there had to be about 9 walls, all the same size. The ceiling was an upside-down funnel, almost like a chimney.
God.
I looked down. There they were, the kids I'd been searching for.
Oh, that's Snake. That's Akane. There's Santa. I think. I don't know who that bitch is. She's not important. She's one of Lotus's kids, I bet.
They all gawked up at me, suddenly silent, for the moment, from surprise and fear. Scared of the room or me, I couldn't tell. Probably both, actually.
I don't know. We haven't gotten confirmation that they're siblings. We don't know. There are a bunch of kids. I don't think we ever got confirmation, did we? I don't remember.
Not like I can blame them running into a mug like
I mean,
this
it could
when
be
I was scared
Lotus's
shitless.
other kid, but remember there are 9 kids in each group, or 8 kids in each group. I can't remember. I think we theorized it. I don't remember getting it confirmed though. I think it was guessed based on how Santa keeps taking her through the doors, but he hasn't been suspicious by her appearance, knowing that she's died. You know. So, I'm not sure if either he is Zero and he's planned all of this, or it's not her.
I snorted
not
at
sure,
my
though.
indignant myself and turned to the kids. Don't worry, kids, I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. All of them stood there, frozen. Well, except one. He was a boy, slightly older than the others.
Wow.
wearing school uniform.
Santa.
Who the hell are you?
He stepped forward and glared at me suspiciously. I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you. It looked like they relaxed some the second I got the words out.
Yeah, but where are you gonna rescue them to? A cell?
How are you gonna help us?
Where's the exit?
There isn't one. The doors we came in through won't open, and the door over there...
He kind of cut himself off. I think he was considering something before he changed his mind.
Anyway, there's no point. We can't all get out of here. If we don't get out of here, we're gonna be burned
Oh,
to death.
there's a final door, and only a certain amount can go through that final door.
Burned to death.
Can't you hear it? That voice said the incinerator's gonna start up soon. So...
The voice spoke again.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
They only had 15 minutes. I looked back down at the kids. Looks like a good 20 or 30 feet to the floor. No way I could pull them up. Too big of a distance for any of us to reach. What the hell was I gonna do? But then I got an idea. Wait right there. I'm gonna be right back.
Where are you going?
Where is he going? Are you just gonna leave us here?
They just got frightened again. I'm not the best at that kind of thing, but I tried to reassure them with a smile. Don't worry, all right? I'll be back, I promise. So just stay calm and wait right there. Got it? I didn't wait to hear them respond. There wasn't time. I had to hurry. Well, as fast as a guy could on his hands and knees. Didn't take me long to get back to my cell.
This is wild.
Still no way out of there, but I had a plan. I needed something from the room. When I got it, I dove back into the hole and took off towards the incinerator. Then... Sorry to keep you waiting, guys. I tipped out the doorway and dropped down the rope I brought with me.
You brought a rope?
Back in the cell, I
Okay,
tore the
there
bed
you
sheets into strips and tied them together to make a rope. It was sloppy, but it got the job done. All right, just tie that around yourself, okay? I'll pull you up one at a time.
Right.
Huh. Wait a sec. Something was off.
That's definitely Lotus's kid.
There were more of you before. Where'd the rest of you go?
Through the center door.
The boy in the uniform answered.
I let them go on ahead. We opened the number 9 door and they left.
Okay, some of them left.
What? You're telling me you opened that door?
That's what I said.
Then what the hell are you doing here?
We couldn't go with them.
Why not?
Look, the only people who can go through the numbered door...
He was in the middle of explaining when...
Go faster, gamers.
Incineration will begin 5 minutes.
Okay.
The wall shook a bit. and the
Let's
voice
go,
moved.
let's go, let's go. Take him out. Get him out of there.
That can wait, all right? Just get us out of here.
Right! I grabbed onto the rope. First one I pulled up was a girl with a ponytail. Next was a girl with a red necktie. A boy in a jacket came after. He said he'd climb up on his own. The boy in the uniform went the last up. Like the other kid, he climbed up the rope himself. He looked pretty scrawny, but I guess he was stronger than he looked. He moved fast, but when he was almost to me, we heard some knocking. Everyone looked at the door. It had a thick, square window set into it. On the other side, an angry face was staring in.
God damn it! What's going on here? Why is the room empty? Where the hell are those fucking kids?
Go, 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 go.
The door opened, and a man stepped in looking half mad with fury. I recognized his face. I saw him many times in photos during my investigation. The man's name was Gintaro Hongo, the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Hongo saw the boy hanging from the rope. Yeah! It was like he was an animal. He lunged for the rope. Hurry!
I know!
The boy in the uniform booked it up the rope.
You son of a bitch! Get back here, you little shit!
15 feet. 10. The second I could reach the kid, I grabbed him. I hauled him up and tossed him into the duct behind me. No! No! Hongo had lost it. His face didn't even look human. It was like the bastard pulled off his fake face. He was really a terrifying devil or some kind of damn monster. I quickly reeled in the rope, leaving a furious Hongo yelling at me from the floor.
You fucking bastard! You won't get away with this! How dare you compromise this experiment!
Experiment? What experiment?
Incineration will begin in 1 minute.
Hey, old man! What the hell are you doing? Hurry up!
The boy in the uniform was trying to get my attention. I may have thrown a salute in the raging asshole's face before I closed the door behind me.
He flipped him off.
No point to going back to the cell, so we went down the other direction instead.
There's another direction?
After about 30 feet, we came across another duct on the left. This one was heading down. Everybody nodded and took turns sliding down it. The duct emptied us out into a narrow hallway. There was a door on either side. The one on the left was a normal double door. But the one on the right was familiar.
Okay, we made it back to the incinerator.
Black and yellow stripes. And a device next to it on the wall. A plate on it read, Incinerator. Incinerator?
Yeah, that's where we were.
It was the girl with the red tie who answered me. We were inside an incinerator?
Yeah, Hongo might still be there. It looks like it's been shut off, though.
Wait, what? If he's still in there...
Yeah, that's not good.
What do you mean it's not good?
It meant we better.
Let him cook.
Gotta get out of here. Go to the other door. Hurry! The kids started running, and I was close on their heels. On the other side of the door was a large spiral staircase. Run!
Let him cook.
Didn't need to tell them twice. We went up and up and up. Our feet pounded the steps. Our arms pumping fast. We went round and round and round. The devil was on our tail. The stairway kept going. We passed a couple of landings when the boy in the uniform suddenly spoke.
Oh, his fucking face. It's so good. We have not gotten a close look at either of the girls.
Something's up. Akane's not catching up to us.
Akane?
My kid sister. The girl with the red necktie.
Akane.
Okay, you were right. We were right. It is his sister. Wait, but why would she be here with him?
I didn't remember seeing that name on the list of missing
You're right, that
kids.
is weird.
Hey! Akane!
He kept his hands around his mouth.
Did
and
Akane
yelled.
try to open the door?
Maybe we outran her.
Why the fuck did we leave? I thought he was in the back. Did we leave her
The boy in the
behind?
uniform skidded to a stop. I stopped too. So did the other two kids. When did we do that?
Well, we passed a couple big rooms on the way here. Maybe she took a rest in one of them?
No, that's impossible.
Sorry, Grandpa. You keep going. I gotta go look for her downstairs.
He turned to go. Hey kid, wait! I don't think the kid even heard me.
He's going for his sister. He can't leave his sister behind.
I spun around to the boy in the jacket, the girl with the ponytail.
I'm going after him. You two keep going, all right? You got it?
The girl nodded and ran up the stairs. The boy.
I'm going with you.
I didn't have time to argue. I just nodded and took off. down the
Okay, yeah,
stairs.
leave the one girl alone. Bye.
Ran all the way to the bottom floor, calling for her. Kane was nowhere to be found.
God damn it, where the hell did she go?
Yeah, the adult should always be in the
I
back.
could tell the kid was frustrated, and then suddenly,
Help me! Somebody help me!
we heard a girl's voice.
Akane!
The boy in the uniform threw open the door and leapt into the hallway by the incinerator. We rushed in after him.
Did she try to open the door
Couldn't for the
to
life
let
of me
Ace
believe
out?
what we were seeing. That bastard Hongo had Kane by the arm and was forcing her into the incinerator.
Come on, goddammit, move!
No, I don't want to! Let me go, please! Let go of me!
She's number 5. March, April, May, June. She's our number. She has our number.
She planted her feet squarely on the floor and was struggling to get away. But Hongo was bigger and stronger. She wasn't gonna win.
Akane!
My brother roared with anger and charged toward Hongo.
Help me!
Ah! You're too late, idiot!
Yeah, there's... I think she went back. I think she went back to try to free him from the incinerator.
Hongo lifted
Even though he's
Akane
evil.
bodily into the air and threw her.
Because she's too nice.
Incinerator. Before we could even blink, Hongo had leapt through the door after her. We saw him land inside. And then, the door slammed shut. We ran to the door. We did everything we could think of to get the thing open. But
Ah! Fuck! It's no use! The goddamn thing won't move an inch!
he started slamming his fists against the door. He was close to shattering his knuckles with how hard he pounded on it.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
You came back!
Her voice was muffled, but all of us could hear the sheer terror in it.
What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here!
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door!
I don't know about y'all, but I'm riveted.
What?
Warning.
Well, how is this test supposed to work if Santa's not in Nevada and helping solve whatever the puzzle is in there? We still don't know how to solve this room.
Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately. Repeat. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
Are you fucking kidding me? It's the same damn thing!
Are you there?
Yeah, we're here. Just hang on, alright? We're gonna figure out a way to save you.
His words would have seemed like a sick joke to her if she'd been able to see how white and bloodless his face was right then.
Incineration will begin in 17 minutes.
Please! Please help me! I'm really scared! I don't want to die, please! I don't want to die! I don't want to die!
It's gonna be alright. I'll figure something out. I promise. I promise, okay? You
Are they
hear me?
gonna
I promise.
actually kill? Are they gonna actually kill her?
Listening to her sobbing
I mean, we know
outside
that
the
she
door.
died in this experiment.
Brother was nearly
We
crying
think.
himself. He could only stand there. Fists.
Damn.
What happened then?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe
Come on,
so.
man.
That's my
Put yourself
theory, at
in my
least.
shoes.
We can't really
Doesn't
ask
end
Kane,
good.
can we?
Think I want to remember that?
Then,
Yeah. Shit. If I'd known it was gonna be like this, I almost wish I hadn't remembered.
hey, are you sure?
Huh?
Look, I don't want to ask this either, but there's something I don't get. So if you could just tell me, did that girl, Akane, really...
Yeah, I'm sure. There wasn't anything we could do. After a while, the countdown ended, and we heard something burning. The fire stopped, but we still didn't move. Me and the jacket kid were frozen. The boy in the uniform collapsed as if he couldn't hold himself up anymore. A few minutes passed. The door opened. The boy in the uniform tripped over his own feet running in. We followed, too numb to speak. The air in the incinerator was hot. Every breath made my lungs feel like they were on fire. It was like standing on hot asphalt. The air was wavering, and in the middle of the room, there it lay. The kid's legs were shaking so bad, I don't know how he managed to walk. I couldn't see his face, but his body somehow looked empty. Finally, he reached it. He fell to his knees as his legs gave out on him. And then...
Can I ask you one more thing?
What's that?
The girl, Akane. What was her last name?
What do you think her last name was, Junpei?
What does it matter to you?
Just tell me, okay? Please?
Kurashiki. Her name was Akane Kurashiki. You were there that day, weren't you?
No.
The tall kid in the jacket. That was you, wasn't it?
No, that wasn't. That was Snake.
Yes, it was.
Oh, you're talking
You
to
are
Snake.
correct, Detective.
Stupid.
Don't misunderstand me. I told you before how Zero threatened me. There was nothing I could do. I couldn't say anything about what happened 9 years ago.
So you're saying you're not working for Zero, right?
Of course not.
Clover, what about you?
Hey, come on! You really think I'm working with Zero? I told
No.
you before, you idiot! I was in Nevada, in Building Q. I did hear that a detective rescued the kids on the boat, but I didn't know it was you.
Well, I guess I believe you.
Seven saved your brother. That's good.
Alright, let me ask you another question. Santa's real name is Aoi Kurashiki. He's Akane's brother. You know that?
No, I didn't. Did you?
Well, yes. I know Aoi Kurashiki was her brother, but I didn't know he was Santa. At least not from the beginning. 9 years ago, he was in the middle of puberty. His voice is entirely different now. I'm ashamed to say that even my exceptional hearing wasn't able to make that connection. As such, I had no reason to think Santa was Aoi.
Okay, but what about
When did you figure it out?
Clover told me that Santa might have been one of the subjects of the initial experiment. It was only a short while ago, while we were leaving the library. When she told me that, I had a feeling.
Santa is Aoi? Akane Kurashiki, June's brother?
There's still a lot we don't know. I mean, like a lot. But there is one thing I think we can say we know.
What's that?
The body we found in the shower room. It had to be Nijisaki, dressed up to look like Snake.
What?
Junpei, you're not gonna tell everybody that June is Akane, or what?
Come on, man, what kind of detective are you? You didn't figure that out already?
Hey, go easy on me, man. I just got my memory back, alright? Cut me some slack.
Yeah, I'm still kind of stuck on that too. Like, we just watched a kid get incinerated.
Well,
I'm a little bit, my brain's a little bit,
don't they?
empty.
Yeah, that's right. Murder. Kubota blew himself up, but that was murder too. So why did these murders take place?
If Junpei is correct, and the body in the shower room was Nijisaki's, that means all of the people who were murdered were involved with the creation of the Nonary project.
Yes.
Kubota, the person who conducted the actual experiments. Nijisaki, Hongo's assistant. Musashido, the man who financed the project.
You mean this was all just revenge?
Yeah.
Santa is Zero. He's getting revenge for the death of his sister.
Probably, yeah.
That's why he killed them.
So why am I here, and why is Akane here?
No,
and who
I
is
don't
Akane
think Santa
really?
actually murdered anyone. If I'm right, then it's not hard to figure out who the next victim's gonna be, is it? I'm pretty sure I don't have to tell you.
Yes.
Yep.
Right.
The next target will be Gentaro Hongo.
The person who planned the Nonary project.
In other words, Ace.
What?
Okay, gamers, it's time to go. Hurry, hurry.
What the hell's going on here?
We're running out of time.
Must be 6 a.m. Our time is up.
Wait, really? Our time is up right now?
Come on, we need to get out of here.
Lord.
How?
We've got the key, come on.
I'm betting this sucker opens the exit. Come on, let's go.
Go, 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 go. Keycard 0. Oh. It's letting me just go. Okay, cool. Junpei, look! It unlocked! Yeah. Now we can go back to the library. Hurry up, Junpei, we don't have time. Let's go. Alright, let's go. You found it. Seek a way out again is the achievement I just got. Gained all memories of escape and 999. Interesting. I'm gonna switch it to this screen now.
It would seem so, but we are yet to be out of danger.
You're right. Let's hurry.
They ran across the hallway.
This exit needs the Uranus card too.
Straight for the large metal door. Next to the door was the Uranus card reader.
Hey, Junpei.
Yeah, I know.
We didn't get a Uranus card, we got a Uranus physical key, didn't we?
All right, it's open. Let's go.
Out of the library and into the hallway they were in. Oh, never mind. The hallway's where we needed the key. At the end of the hallway was a door. Junpei reached out of his pocket to pull out the key as he ran towards it.
Okay, Neptune Key, let's see if you work.
He turned it.
Yes! I think it unlocked.
The lock clicked. As one, they shoved the door open and poured through it. We're in the incinerator. In front of them was the great metal door. Above it was a metal plaque.
It says incinerator. So this is the incinerator.
This is the first time I've seen it from this side, but yeah, I think so.
Then there ought to be a lever near the door.
Yeah, right here.
Junpei ran up to it.
Pull that and the door should open.
Wait a minute. You'd think we're at the incinerator, it's the last room. Maybe we'll be close to the end. Incorrect.
Got it.
As he spoke, he pulled the lever. So much. The motor in the door groaned as it slowly ground open. There was no time to waste. It was a very silly thought. Silly of me to think. As soon as the door had opened far enough to admit them, all four dashed through. And suddenly before them were the four who they'd parted from earlier. Ace and Lotus stood in front of the number 9 door. Oh no, what happened to Santa? Santa's curled into a ball against the wall of the incinerator, holding his stomach. And then there was June. She sat slumped against the wall, exhausted. She's fine.
What the hell is going on?
Junpei ran towards June. He skidded to a stop in front of her and knelt down. He got kicked in the globes. His tummy hurt.
What's wrong? Are you okay?
Her face was pale and her lips dry. When she spoke, he could barely hear her.
Jumpy, you came to get me.
Of course I did. I made a promise.
I'm so glad you're here.
I made that
So
promise
glad.
to Akane. Who are you? She mumbled the same words over and over weakly. Junpei could feel his heart breaking.
Hey, what happened to you?
I'm fine.
No, you're not fine.
I just fainted. I wasn't feeling very good.
Didn't she, in one of the endings, just die? For no reason? She just died for no reason in one of the endings. Why is she so ill? Zombie mode Snake again,
I'm
ending.
feeling a lot better now, though.
Do you?
Are you sure?
Yes. I just need to rest a little longer. I'm sure I'll be fine. You shouldn't worry about me.
Maybe she's a clone? Or she's Alice? I don't know, there must be something wrong with her. She's not Akane. Something sussy. She looked towards Santa. Junpei turned to look as well.
Santa.
Santa grimaced, his face contorted in pain. Seven grabbed him by the collar and roared at him.
Hey, where is it? Where's the gun? You hide it somewhere?
Have we not examined what Ace and Lotus are doing? Despite himself, a grunt of pain escaped Santa's lips as Seven shook him.
I don't have it. I got sucker punched and they took the gun.
What? Who took it?
Who do you fucking think took
What?
it?
Isn't that obvious?
I took the gun.
The one holding the gun, probably, and pointing it at us? Oh, good. Shocking. So shocking that this is what's happening. Well, I mean, we're not gonna get Zombie Snake again because Clover's alive. So, this is fine. Poor fucking Lotus. He did indeed have the revolver in his hand. It was pressed against Lotus's temple. Ace had her pinned to him with his other arm, and she was shaking visibly. Her fiery attitude was gone, replaced by fear. She didn't dare speak. There was sweat on her forehead, and when her eyes weren't flicking up to the gun pressed against her, they seemed desperately to want to say something.
Just what the hell do you think you're doing, Ace? Or maybe I ought to say Gentaro Hongo, CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals?
Seven's deep baritone rumble shook the walls. Ace sneered.
You have me at a disadvantage, and I don't like that. You know me, but I don't know you.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
Do you have any idea how much I've suffered? Can you even begin to understand my pain?
Oh, how much you've suffered? Oh, interesting.
The pain of prosopagnosia, right?
Junpei didn't know in this timeline he had prosopagnosia. Junpei's voice was casual, or at least it was trying to be.
Another irritating insect. And how do you know that?
Good question.
Good question. I don't know how I know. Junpei couldn't say. He just knew. Another unexplainable mystery.
No matter. If you don't want to answer, it makes no difference to me. This is a waste of time anyway. It's time for me to go.
Junpei is fucking ascending. He's casually ascending and everybody else is just having a normal time. He's that SpongeBob meme. Behind Ace, Junpei could see the red. It was placed in a small indentation on the wall. Quickly, Ace placed his hand on the scanner.
First is 1. Give me your hand.
It beeped, and he forced Lotus's hand onto it as well.
8. And with this...
Then at last, he reached into the pocket of his jacket. Sorry, I'm yawning. He pulled something out of it and pressed against the panel. The third asterisk This asterisk appeared on the red.
9.
He took the ninth man's. The thing he'd used for final verification was the bracelet with the number 9.
The ninth man. Kubota's bracelet.
I believe I've won this game.
This mark made Junpei's blood boil.
I've had quite a time playing with you. I must thank Zero, I suppose.
Did you know, Ace, that you killed both of your colleagues during this adventure? It's interesting. We're about to tell you, I bet.
Wait, what? Ace doesn't know who Zero is.
Junpei's eyes flicked towards Santa. He hadn't moved since they'd entered the room. Santa was still holding his stomach and groaning as if in immense pain. Did he get shot? No, he got punched. Junpei wasn't sure if it was real pain, but he wasn't sure it wasn't either. That dude's appendix is rupturing from that gut punch. We need to get him to the hospital immediately.
At any rate, this game ends now. I will escape, and the rest of you will have a slightly less pleasant ending. I suggest you enjoy your final moments. Goodbye.
Goodbye!
Wait!
Ace, of course, paid no heed to Seven's request and laid hold of the lever on the red. With a sickening sense of finality, he pulled it.
What? Why isn't it opening?
Ah, stupid.
One more time.
Lotus tried to take advantage of Ace's confusion and managed to twist herself out of his grasp, but... At the last second, he grabbed hold of her wrist and shoved it onto the red.
Now open!
He waved the number 9 bracelet over the red and his own bracelet as well. He pulled the lever a second time.
No! What is this? Why?
Somebody's bracelet's wrong. Ah, right. The 9th man's bracelet is a 6. And June's bracelet is a 9.
The digital root should be 9! It has to be 9! Then why? Why isn't it opening?
It's not. You need June's bracelet. That's too bad. Ace's fury and confusion had overridden all other thoughts. He set down the revolver. He was just below the red.
Now!
Seven chose that moment to act. He moved far faster than a man of his bulk should have been able to, and he launched that bulk straight at Ace. Get his ass! Yes! It was over before they knew it.
No!
In the blink of an eye, Ace was on the floor. He rolled onto his side, groaning in pain.
Ugh.
Lotus ran straight for Junpei. She dotted around behind him and stuck her head out, making sure Junpei was between herself and Ace.
Oh, that was close. Too close. Thank you, Seven.
Yeah, fucking take the gun,
Don't
Seven,
mention it.
please. Seven stood over Ace, his breathing slow and heavy.
Just one punch ain't enough for this piece of shit. After what he did 9 years ago, I ought to rip him to pieces. But if a suspect can't talk, they ain't much good. Once he's locked up in a cell, we're gonna have a little chat.
9 years ago? Then you must be...
Yeah, you finally figured it out, dumbass.
Ace planted his hands on the floor and shook his head. Junpei walked towards him. He stopped and looked down at Ace with pity on his face.
Ace. You killed Kubota, Nijisaki, and Musashido, didn't you?
Wait, Nijisaki?
He peered at Junpei, genuinely confused. Yeah, he didn't know who the fuck they were when he killed them.
Oh, right. You don't know yet. Alright. We'll just go through them in order then.
When did he kill the captain? Did he...
Let's start off with Kubota. You talked to Kubota and managed to convince him to go into door 5 alone. You killed him without making it look like you killed him. The way I figure it, you had 4 motives. 1. In the Nonary game, the number 9 is dangerous.
Who helped him unlock that door? Did he just...
Whoever had the 9 bracelet could join whatever team they wanted.
I don't remember.
Adding 9 to any number doesn't change the digital route.
Yes, we know.
Which means that number 9 could do whatever they wanted. You wanted to remove that threat as soon as possible. 2. You wanted the number 9 bracelet for yourself, so that you could make use of its power. In fact, you did use it in the murder of Nijisaki. 3. Even if his number hadn't been 9, Kubota was a problem. He knew your past. He knew what had happened 9 years before. You needed to silence him before he told anyone. 4. But last, and perhaps the most disturbing, you used Kubota as a test. You wanted to know how serious this Nonary game was. Was it truly life or death, or simply a harmless prank? You convinced him to break the rules so you could see what would happen. That was why you killed Kubota, but he was only the first. Next was Nijisaki. While everyone was off looking for the missing parts for the Reds, you ran into Nijisaki near the big hospital room. However, because of your prosopagnosia, you didn't realize he was Nijisaki. Chiefly because, when you met him, he was dressed like Snake. That was why you thought Nijisaki was Snake.
No, that's not... That was Nijisaki? Why? How did...
I'll get to that. Anyway, you thought he was Snake. Snake was one of the kids in your experiment 9 years ago. You remembered him because he was the blind kid, but his presence made you think. Snake was one of my subjects 9 years ago. He probably hates me. But if that's true, why isn't he saying anything? Is he keeping quiet because he can't see? Or perhaps he's working with Zero to get revenge on me. Whatever the reason, anyone who knows my past is a threat.
You don't need to over-explain this, Junpei.
Before he tries anything, I need to get rid of him. That was when you decided you had to kill him. The murder weapon was Kubota's bracelet. You just waved it over the red. Verified your own number and then grabbed Nijisaki's arm and forced it over the scanner panel. Then, when the door opened, you kicked him in. 9 seconds later, the door closed. And then 81 seconds passed.
Junpei's doing a great job of torturing Ace, I think.
Poor Nijisaki was dead.
And you mean to say Snake is still alive?
Yeah.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm as good as new. Thank you for killing the wrong man, but I can't say I like knowing that you wanted me dead. Although, to be honest, even if you hadn't tried to kill me, I would still hate you very much.
Well, I wouldn't blame you.
Ace's self-derision was frustrating. But Junpei kept his emotions in check and continued.
Last but not least, let's talk about Musashido's death.
Yeah, I'm curious about that one.
When Clover and I were investigating the chart room, you came over to talk to me. Do you remember what you said?
Oh, a pocket watch. Might I take a look at it?
I handed it to you, and you left the room. You had been in charge of the Nonary project. Of course you would have known the solution to every puzzle.
Oh.
Which would mean that you also knew how to get out of the wheelhouse.
He left the wheelhouse
All you had to do was
us?
place the watch in the indentation on the door to unlock it. With the door open, you could enter the captain's quarters. Musashido was there.
Huh.
Conveniently placed next to him was an axe that practically begged you to kill him with it. You picked up that axe and buried the blade deep in the other man's chest. One blow was all it took. And then you returned to the chart room as if nothing had happened.
But how would you know that it was him?
There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment?
I had no reason to say no, so I followed you to the wheelhouse. When we stepped inside, remember how you slipped your hand into my vest? You pulled out a piece of paper, the one I used to cheat during the vote. But that wasn't really what you were after.
What was he doing?
Your true purpose had been to slip the watch into my pocket. It wasn't a very good plan. Had way too many holes, and someone saying the wrong thing could have brought it all down around you.
What?
You must have been desperate.
Why would he slip the watch back into our pocket? We had willingly given it to him. He could have just given it back.
But what made you willing to risk it all to do
What
it?
the fuck? That was not a good cover.
Ace.
That was the only thing that Junpei hadn't been able to figure out.
Musashido's murder is the only one I don't understand. You obviously did it. But why?
Because of this.
Oh? Slowly, Ace reached down and pulled something out of his pocket. It was a folded up piece of paper.
What's with the paper?
Just read it.
Junpei took it and opened it.
Let's see.
This is what it said.
Number 1. There are 2 ways you might survive this ordeal. The first is to win the Nonary game. The second is for you to confess your sins of 9 years past. I have prepared a camera in the captain's quarters. The images captured by that camera will be streamed through a satellite and distributed across the world.
Oh.
Simply look into the camera and repent. Once you have confessed everything, I will release you from this ship. To make your confession more credible, I have left you a witness in the captain's quarters. Perhaps he will confess with you. The decision is yours. Do as you please. 0.
When I awoke in that room on D-Deck, I found that in my pocket. That was why I chose door 1 when we voted. If I went through that door, I knew I could get to the captain's quarters. As you said, I knew how to enter the wheelhouse. My plan was to find the pocket watch before anyone else. If I could, then my alibi would be set. At least, that was the plan. Unfortunately for me, you got to it first.
Yeah?
That sleight of hand was the best I could manage on short notice.
That was nothing. You could have just handed back the watch to me. And said you didn't know what to do with it, or
You
something.
meant to kill him from the beginning then? Musashido, I mean.
I only knew Musashido was the witness after I reached the captain's quarters. I asked him, and he answered. He seemed groggy. Perhaps he had only just awoken from sedation. I suppose Nijisaki was in much the same state. He seemed confused and disoriented when I encountered him. But yes, you are correct. I intended to kill him from the beginning, even though I didn't know who he was. I proceeded to the captain's quarters in order to remove this so-called witness.
Ace had confessed everything. What energy had left with him with the truth, he sagged on his knees. Although he had confessed, his sins were not forgiven. Junpei felt revulsion for the pathetic man on the floor near his feet. He turned the camera away before he killed him. Remember, the camera was pointing towards the door, not towards the chair. But in the moment of revulsion was a hint of pity. After all, Ace had not been the only person who murdered those 3 men. Junpei spoke quietly.
Ace, you figured it out, haven't you? You were being manipulated.
Yes, so it would seem. I was little more than a puppet, in many ways.
Yes.
Everywhere I went, everything was already prepared. The Reds in the large hospital room were dismantled. Nijisaki was dressed like Snake.
Pity's
There
not
was
a
an
good
axe in
thing.
the captain's quarters. Musashido was delirious from the anesthetic, so he couldn't fight back. Nijisaki as well. In retrospect, I can't understand how I could have fallen into such a simple trap.
Pity is more like a, your life is so miserable and I acknowledge that it's miserable, but it's miserable on by your own hand. It's not like empathy or,
But yes,
yeah.
yes, this was a trap. It was Zero's trap. I fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. I did everything he wanted me to do.
Yeah.
I clicked off the game.
By
My mouse strayed.
manipulating you, Zero was able to kill 3 people and keep the blood off his own hands. All of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this Nonary game happened. Am I right? Santa?
Oh, whoa. Santa? Hello. As Junpei spoke, he stood up, his legs still shaky.
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? I don't know any...
Ain't no point trying to play dumb anymore, Santa. Actually, I guess I should call you Aoi Kurashiki, huh?
Seven's face was sad as he spoke.
My memory came back to me, kid. You're Aoi Kurashiki, no doubt about it. Never thought I'd be back in this room talking to you.
Okay, we need to address the Akane situation pretty soon, I think.
But hey, I guess this was all part of your plan, right? After all, the person who planned the Nonary game this time around was Zero. And Zero's you.
Looks like you really do have your memories back, huh?
Santa's smile was sarcastic and something else.
Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it then, huh? Yeah, you got me. I'm Aoi Kurashiki. I was one of the kids in the Nonary game 9 years ago. I made it out. So did Snake over there. But there's one thing... No, I guess there's 2 things you got wrong. Number 1...
He's not Zero.
I ain't Zero.
What?
Wait, what?
Sure, I was helping Zero out, but I'm really more of an assistant, like a secretary.
Who's got eyes on Akane?
But an assistant's only an assistant. I didn't come up with all this. All I did was follow Zero's orders.
Then, if you're not Zero, who is?
Calm down there, Junpei. Didn't I say 2 things?
2.
You made one more mistake. Junpei, you just said, all of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago.
Okay.
That's why this Nonary game happened.
Yeah, yes, and?
But that's not it. Revenge isn't the only purpose.
What is?
There's another reason you guys were playing the Nonary game.
To connect? To do the mind thing? Is it to do the normal experiment shit?
To save someone.
Oh.
Save someone?
Right. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane.
What the hell are you talking about?
Okay, continue.
Akane Kurashiki died 9 years ago in this room. I was there. I saw...
Suddenly, Seven froze. His eyes went as wide as dinner plates, and he spun around towards June. Junpei followed his gaze.
What?
No one had eyes on June, damn it! Keep your eyes on the suspicious June. She was gone. Where June had been, there was nothing.
What the hell? Where is she? Where's Akane Kurashiki?
Ghosts? Y'all, do you think ghosts? Seven began to mumble to himself, a strange series of words strung together as if his mind wasn't functioning properly. His face was twisted with effort, though he was struggling with something they couldn't see. He gritted his teeth and pressed his hands against the sides of his head.
Oh, my head! My head, it
Seven,
feels like it's gonna pop.
Seven, are you okay?
Seven! What the hell is going on?
I don't know. I just... Oh! I swear to God, my head feels like it's about to explode!
I don't know. From somewhere far away, they all heard a deep, heavy noise. It sounded like a tremendous wheel slowly beginning to turn. Santa seemed to have entered an almost trance-like state. His words were calm and measured.
What was the Nonary project?
An
I'm
attempt
sure you know already, but I'll
mind
tell you
control.
one more time. It was a project designed to test a particular phenomenon. And what was that phenomenon? For 2 organisms to communicate with one another in the absence of physical contact. The morphogenetic field theory. Could human beings use these invisible fields to exchange information? That was what this experiment was conducted to determine. There were 2 separate locations. One was the Gigantic, and the other was a building in Nevada called Building Q. The 9 children trapped in Building Q were faced with numerous puzzles, copies of identical ones on the Gigantic. They were told to send their answers into the morphic field set and transmit them to their brothers and sisters on the Gigantic. The transmitters were put in Building Q, and the receivers were put on the Gigantic. Each sibling pair was supposed to be split up, but there was a mistake. Akane was a transmitter. She should have been in Building Q. However, for some reason, she was placed on the Gigantic with the receivers, like me. Perhaps she was mistaken for someone who was supposed to be in Group A. Whatever the case, Akane ended up on the Gigantic. I think I've told you enough. You get it, don't you? I'm pretty sure you know where this is going, Junpei.
I don't. I'm Junpei, I think, and I don't.
What is going?
Don't play dumb.
I will play dumb.
You know things you shouldn't. Things you couldn't.
Okay, wait, how do you know that I am experiencing this? Wait a minute.
How did you know Ace had prosopagnosia? How did you know why Ace wanted to kill Kubota and how Nichisaki was killed?
Bedensis! Welcome, hello, hi.
Were you surprised when you found out Ace was Hongo?
So Santa is aware that Junpei's ascending.
What about the coffin Snake was trapped in? How the hell did you open it?
Well, technically Clover did have the clue, so we could have figured it out. She had the paper with the... whatever, it's fine.
Well...
But no, he's right.
That's...
The answer to that is easy. He knew because I knew. Junpei was receiving information that I sent to him through the morphic field set. Who is I? It's simple, really. How do I know the alternate futures, then? Alternate futures, yes, okay! The time travel! The alternate timelines! Imagine a river that splits in two, like an upside-down Y. Yes, I'm familiar. I'm familiar with the rivers. Cries and weeps. The river flows from the top to the bottom, a single stream into 2 branches. It only flows in one direction. It can never flow backwards. Information is the same way. It moves from the past to the future, but it never flows backwards. That's why people at the river's source in the past would never know about those downstream in the future. But the people downstream will never know about one another either. Information only flows along the path of the river. But I am different. I can manipulate the morphic field set to pluck knowledge from the future. I know what happens on either fork of the river, even though the people on either fork know nothing about one another. Now, who am I? 1. I am I, the 9th letter of the alphabet. Ooh, that's sneaky. But I am also 0. No, that's not true. I'm not really 0. Not yet. Perhaps you could say I am less than 0. 0 is my future. In 9 years, I will be 0. There we go. Okay. Okay. Is June? Is Akane transmitting to us from the past? That would be kind of fucked up, right? In 9 years, you will be 0. We're getting transmissions from a transmitter in the past. Just like the guy who knew the Titanic would sink. June? No, Akane. Where did you go?
Santa!
Oh shit.
Freeze.
Okay, Santa. I mean, this is fair, actually. I'll allow this. Santa's got the gun. Guess he picked it up when we weren't watching. Looks like he's turned the tables on Ace, though. Wonder how he likes having a gun to his head.
Get up.
Sure isn't about to take that gun off him for a minute, is he? Ace isn't putting up any kind of fight. I mean, I don't think I would either, but he looks kind of drained. I guess he's going for the door, huh? He doesn't need to verify to go through that door, but...
Hey, what's your plan, Santa? What are you doing?
Damn. He can't get through any numbered doors with just 2 people. What the hell is he thinking?
Didn't I tell you? I'm Santa Claus. It's time for me to go make a wish come true.
That's it? That's all he's gonna give us? What the hell does that even mean? Hi, Santa Claus! Shit, they're out. Where did they... How did... What... Uh-oh. And now the gate's shut. Looks like the rest of us are stuck in here. They're all looking at me? At least Seven's headache is gone. He seems to be alright. I guess there's no harm in trying. Let's see if this door still opens.
Damn. Well, it looks like this door isn't opening anytime soon.
Oh, motherfucker.
Oh, you mean we're trapped?
So it would seem.
What the hell is Santa trying to do?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, what?
Have you considered where we are? There can really only be one thing Santa would do now.
Incinerate us. Why would Santa fucking incinerate us? There's no reason for Santa to do
No,
that.
you can't be serious.
Oh, but he is. Shit, we've got to do something. Maybe we can still get out through door 9. There's the red. Yeah, alright, we can do this. I've just gotta... No, it's not gonna work. There's no way. The 5 of us can't open this door. Equals 8. Is there any combination that'll work?
Junpei, can I borrow your pen and notebook?
Clover, yes. You beautiful, beautiful math whiz, you. Sure, why not? I don't think I'm ever gonna need them ever again. Well, she certainly looks purposeful. Looks like she's writing equations, a lot of them. Oh man, she doesn't look very happy. What? Hey, there's no need to be ripping pages out like that. Jeez.
What the hell are you doing, Clover? Give me that!
Alright, at least 7 got it away from her. Maybe now I can get a look at what she was writing. Maybe, okay, here's what I think is happening. We're in communication with Akane in the past. We need to solve this puzzle and transmit the... She's the receiver, right? No, she's a transmitter. Well, if she's a transmitter, she's not going to be able to receive from us. But if she can see us, then if we solve this puzzle, then she can escape her room. I don't know. Okay. That's why we're saving her. We're transmitting it back to the past to save her. She's a transmitter who's clearly able to receive from us. She's seeing this. She's transmitting to us. She knows what's happening downstream. She's become both.
What?
And there's no other way?
That's the only combination that works. Who are leaving? It's just us. We can't bring Lotus with us. Looks like she'd figured it out, though. Man, this is just too cruel.
It's okay. Go.
Lotus.
Come on, you know we can't do that.
Oh, don't give me that. I'm sure you'd love to get rid of me.
God damn it, you idiot!
Whoa, where the hell did that come from? Looks like she expected that about as much as I did.
Without... if you're not... Look, it'd be bad, alright?
For a cop, he sure doesn't have much confidence.
Bad?
Yeah.
Oh, I love them so much.
If there weren't assholes like you around, I'd be out of a job.
Uh-huh.
Look, I'm just not leaving you behind, alright? End of story.
7.
He's right. I'm not leaving you either.
Me too.
You didn't honestly think I'd abandon you, did you?
You're all idiots.
We are all idiots. As tough as you want, Lotus, we can all see you're about to cry.
That being said, however, I doubt we would be able to open the door anyway, even if we were to leave Lotus behind.
Remember, the door didn't open.
Huh? Why?
I trust you remember what happened to Ace? I couldn't, see exactly what happened, but I was able to guess what he was attempting to do earlier at the Red.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
Oh, yeah.
No! What is this? Why? The digital route should be 9! It has to be 9! Then why? Why isn't it opening?
Just to see, why don't we give it a shot?
Give it a shot.
Yes, that is what I said.
It's not a 9 door then. We have to figure out what the actual door is.
You were right.
It ain't opening.
But it did open 9 years ago. The digital route was 9 then, I'm sure of it.
You think maybe they changed the settings?
Perhaps.
Shit. If we can't get through the door, we can't get out. The walls are way too high. There's no way in hell we could get to the hole 7 popped out of 9 years ago. And all we can do is stand here and stare at the door with a 9 on it. Guess this is it. This is the end. Well, at least the incinerator hasn't started. Yet. Oh! Oh! It's a Kane vision! We know who it is. I had watched everything that was reflected in his eyes. I was listening. Every scary sound. Sorry, why did I add the word scary? Every sound that vibrated in his eardrums I heard. Smell, taste, touch. Felt everything he felt. I knew everything about him. What he was thinking, what he was feeling, what he was sensing. All of his feelings and worries and fears became mine. My mind, my consciousness was inside of him. Through the morphic field set, we were resonant and we were as one. I was him, and at the same time, I was an observer. It started with a tremendous noise like the clap of thunder. That was approximately 9 hours ago. A bomb had gone off in the ship we were on. That was when my resonance with him began. My resonant event melted into him, and we became one inside of Junpei. Somehow I found myself in Junpei's mind 9 years in the future. But I didn't lose myself. I was living in 2 realities at once. One was the present and the other was the future. Perhaps you can think of it as 2 movies showing the same screen at the same time. Eventually it becomes difficult to separate them and determine which movie is which. However, I concentrated, I was able to focus on one or the other. That's why I was able to grasp what was happening in front of me.
Come on, over here!
Look at all these kids. Yeah, there's Lotus's kid. And there's all the others. That was my brother Aoi. He was yelling. I followed him. Around me were 7 other children. They all looked like they were about my age.
Come on, hurry up!
We ran down a long, straight hallway and burst into a large hospital room. Huh. So... with 2 screens. Oh, on DS's were both screens going at once with this story? Because that would be fucking crazy. That would be so cool. Okay, wait. What was my thought that I was having? The transmitters and the receivers were put on the danger ship and the transmitters were put in the safe puzzle in Nevada. But the transmitters needed to be scared too. They needed threats as well. That's why the only person actually transmitting is Akane. And the receivers aren't receiving anything. Because the transmitters are not in danger. That's why this is only working for Akane. Everyone was arguing. Two of the boys got in a fist fight. A girl watching them began to cry. I want to go home, she cried. I want to go home. Another girl slapped the crying girl and glared down at her. It had been 2 hours since the Nonary games began. We were starting to fall apart. But just when all hope seemed lost, Light started talking. He was blind, and 9 years later we'd call him Snake.
Hello, everyone? Could you come over here for a moment?
He was older than most of us, and his voice had authority and dignity. The fights died down, and we gathered around him.
I have a little sister. She is very important to me. Right now, she is over in Building Q, and is desperately trying to
never
send
mind, it was
information
working.
over to me.
Huh.
Her name is Clover, and today is her 9th birthday.
Oh, it's her birthday. Oh no. As he spoke, he pulled something from his pocket. In his hand were 9 four-leaf clovers.
I was going to give these to her as a birthday present. I was outside picking them when I was abducted. I'm sure I've already told you, but I am blind. For a man who can't see, collecting 9 of a very specific plant is, well, it is difficult. But my sister means a great deal to me, and I hope that these would show her how much I cared for her. Since it's her 9th birthday, I thought 9 four-leaf clovers would be appropriate.
9 days.
Every one of you has a brother or a sister in Building Q with Clover. For their sake, we have to survive. We have to get off this ship. Do you understand? If we're going to do that, there are 3 things you have to remember. We need trust and love, and we have to have faith in one another. If we can take all 3 of those to heart, then I promise that good luck will come our way. Did you know that the leaves on the 4-leaf clover mean faith, trust, love, and luck?
9 hours, 9 doors, 9 clovers.
Those words are leaf words.
Yeah, it's Lotus's daughter.
So if you believe what I've told you,
9
and
years,
you
9
understand,
clovers, 9 days.
then I want you each to have one of these. They're a promise between friends.
He gave a clover to each of us, and I took one too. Eventually, he was left with only a single 4-leaf clover. He had one last thing to say.
Now don't ever forget, so long as you have that, we will always be connected. Do you understand?
When he finished, the tension of only a few minutes before was gone. We were calm. After that, we ran around the ship for a while longer and opened several of the numbered doors until we finally found a door with the number 9 on it. In fact, there were 2 doors with 9 on them, and we found it in the chapel. We split into 2 groups and walked through the doors. I bet this entire time on DS we would be seeing the other ones going through. For some reason, this room had another number 9, but this time it was only 1. But if there's only 1 door, that meant only 5 people could escape.
What are we gonna do? There aren't any other doors.
We began to panic. Then, as if things hadn't gotten bad enough already,
Warning. Warning. Emergency Incineration Command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately. Repeat. Emergency Incineration Command has been acknowledged.
What? didn't sound good.
My brother Aoi swallowed hard and answered.
I think it means this room is gonna burn.
Burn!
The plaque on the door says incinerator. And that voice said that the incineration is about to start. And incinerate means to burn.
No! Help me!
Abject terror filled the room as everyone began to scream and cry. Every pair of eyes were filled with despair. Then, high up on the wall, a door opened and a man appeared. He was huge, a frightening mountain of a man, as large as a bear. 9 years later, we'd call him 7.
Don't worry, kids. I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you.
The rest happened just like 7 said it did. The 4 of us who stayed behind were saved by 7. He crawled through the vent away from the incinerator and slid down into the hall. We came out on the other side of door 9. On the wall to the opposite door was a set of double doors. We went through there and began to run up the spiral stairs. And as we ran, I led the way. Behind me were Nona, my brother Aoi, Snake, and 7. The other children, the ones who'd gone through door 9 before us, were up ahead. I could hear them cheering each other on. We ran and ran and ran. We leapt across as many stairs as we could, and we kept running. The stairs spiraled upwards like a tornado. Eventually, I pulled ahead of the rest. Perhaps Nona had slowed them down? I didn't want to lose them, so I slowed down as well. I didn't stop, but I glanced over my shoulder from time to time to see if they'd caught up. That was when I realized...
Oh no, where is it? Did I drop Jumpy's present?
I knew I'd had it with me when we passed through the vent. Then I dropped it as we slid out. I had to go back, I had to. But I knew I couldn't tell the others. They would stop me, I was sure of that. I didn't stop to think, I simply moved. I ran to the central hall, to the room that connected to all the other areas of the ship. I hid in the shadows, and moments later I felt a rush of wind as they ran past me up the staircase. Hi, Koopa. Welcome. I waited until they were out of sight, and then I ran. I moved as quietly as I could, down and down and down. Finally, I reached the bottom deck. I ran to the hallway, looked around frantically.
There it is!
It was just where I thought it would be, sitting under the opening of the vent. I ran over, snatched it from the floor, but as I ran back towards the stairs in freedom... The door to the incinerator opened and a man stepped out. It was Hongo. Gentaro Hongo. 9 years later, we would call him Ace.
Ah, how wonderful to see you decided to come back.
When she says the 9 years later we would call him Ace, that's happening in her present 9 years ago. She knows these things about 9 years in the future. His smile made my blood run cold. He looked mechanical, as if somebody had simply pulled up the corners of his mouth.
Come with me. We must continue the experiment.
I shook my head, eyes wide. Slowly I began to walk backwards. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. I spun around and broke into a run. I felt Hongo's hand close over my left wrist.
I said, come with me.
There was an edge of insanity to his voice now. I pulled as hard as I could.
No! Stop! Let go of me! Let go!
I shook my body and flailed my arms, trying desperately to get Hongo to let go of me. But I was still only a child. I was no match for a man like Hongo.
Stop struggling, goddammit! Do as I tell you!
He heaved on my arm, trying to pull me into the incinerator. I screamed.
Help me! Somebody help me!
Then suddenly,
Akane!
the door to the stairs flew open, and my brother Aoi burst out of it. Behind him came 7 and Snake.
Akane!
He cried my name again as he leapt towards Hongo.
You came back!
I cried out, but then
Ah! You're too late, idiot!
Hongo threw his full weight against my arm, pulling us both into the incinerator. The force of it threw me to the floor. I scrambled to my feet, looked towards the open number 9 door. Hongo stood between it and me, but behind him I could see my brother, his fists clenched. Those fists never reach Hongo. With the cold, heartless screech of metal on metal, the door slammed shut. Okay, the spiral staircase is behind the 9 door. Great. Hongo glanced at me mechanically. His face registered that there was an object there, but not anything he would consider a human being. Then he turned away, walked to the red that sat next to the door. He reached into his pocket and removed 2 bracelets. He waved them both over the scanner panel. 2 asterisks appeared on the red. He checked the screen, then tossed the bracelets carelessly onto the floor. What was he doing? What was the point? He made no effort to explain himself, of course. He said nothing at all, walked past me, as though I were nothing more than a rock by the roadside. A few moments later, the 2 other doors slid shut as well. Faintly, I could hear someone pounding on the door behind me. I turned around and ran towards the door with the 9.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
I could hear a voice from the other side of the door. A worried, frightened voice.
Help me!
My throat was already raw, but I screamed as loud as I could. My voice echoed lonely around the empty room.
What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here!
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door!
What?
Then it started again.
Warning. Warning. Emergency Incineration Command has been acknowledged. Incineration will begin in
Junpei Vision. We're in Junpei Vision.
18 minutes.
Fuck.
Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
Time to get incinerated together. 9 years apart. Whee! Holy shit. Man, I knew what it was gonna say, but that's one hell of a creepy voice.
I knew it!
It's starting.
Santa started the incinerator.
Fuck! Man, I never thought I'd hear that damn voice again after 9 years.
What the hell? What the hell? What in God's name are you talking about? It's 9 years this and 9 years that, and when it's not 9 years something, then you're talking about some sort of fucking experiments. You aren't making any sense.
How romantic. She died because she dropped our birthday present that she was gonna give to us at school. It's our fault. It's Jumpy's fault.
I'm sorry, Lotus, but we really don't have time to explain it right now. I promise, I'll tell you everything once we get out of here.
But...
We have to rescue ourselves and we have to rescue her.
17 minutes.
You know
Junpei,
what
you
that means,
ass.
right? Incinerate means burn!
what kind of idiot do you think I am? I know what incinerate means.
Well...
Well?
God damn it! Okay, fine. I won't ask anything else. Talk about whatever you want. But you have to do something for me. 7, figure this out.
What? Why me?
Just shut up and stop this thing!
How the hell?
There has to be some sort of emergency shut-off button.
Yeah.
There isn't anything like that.
Yeah. We are her connector.
How the hell do you know?
Because I looked for it 9 years ago.
Yeah, Lotus isn't happy about all that. Can't really blame her. Wait. The floor, it's moving. I'm sorry? What else can I say about it? But...
What the hell is that?
What is that?
that didn't happen when the other children were in there. What else could I say? The floor opened and the machine rose up out of it. It looked like a computer. At least it kind of did. There was a monitor, a keyboard, and a cross-shaped device of some kind. Something about the machine scared me, but I forced myself to walk up to it. I was terrified. Tears poured down my face. I wiped them off even as more took their place and forced myself forward. Finally, I reached it. Looked at the screen. It was blank. All I saw was my own frightened face staring back at me from the glass, drenched in tears. All I can see on the screen is a reflection of my own face. I'm looking kind of freaked out. I know I'm sweating like crazy, but seeing it kind of drives me home. Okay, Junpei, calm down, alright? Everything's gonna be okay. Man, I wish that thing would just shut up.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
Alright, back to this thing. If it's only showing up now, it's gotta be important. But what the hell am I supposed to do with it?
Hey, move!
Use your hacks. Hey, we're all tense, lady. That doesn't mean you have to shove people around.
Okay, it's turned on. There's nothing on the screen, though. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. If there's nothing on here, how are we supposed to do anything with it?
Sure, I'll just push buttons. I'm sure that... Okay, at least it's on now. What's the screen, though?
What is this?
What's up?
It looks like some sort of puzzle.
I've got a bunch of numbers and letters scattered across a 5x5 grid. The numbers range from 1 to 8.
Do you think that if we solve this puzzle...
The incinerator will stop? Yeah. Well, we can hope, right?
Alright, puzzle, how do you work? Oh man, the goddamn voice again.
Incineration will begin in 13 minutes.
Shit, 13 minutes. Can we really do this? My heart feels like it's gonna pop. My heart was pounding like it was about to explode. I stared at the puzzle on the screen. I'm sure I had to solve it somehow, but I had no idea how. My connection to Jumpy had been gone for a while. His mind was gone. I couldn't get any more information from him. I felt the seconds tick by as I stared at the screen, completely lost. My cheeks felt hot as tears poured over them. Then I heard a voice.
Hey, what are you doing?
It was a muffled, and I turned around. Pressed against the window in the entry door was a face, a frightening, evil face. It was Hongo. How long had he been watching me?
Don't know what to do.
He was yelling, but his voice was still muffled.
It's simple, really. But I suppose I might as well tell you. Just solve the puzzle on that machine.
You have to flip it, as now you're helping Akane instead of the other way around. His laughter was muffled by the door, but it still tore at my heart like the claws of a vicious monster. I bit my lip and glared at Hongo, struggling to hold back hot tears.
You're a terrible person! I hate you!
I feel like the game could have, I could have split screen at this point and done the same thing.
How could you call a gentleman such as myself a terrible person? That's not very nice. I'm quite fair. I don't use tricks or play dirty.
That's ridiculous.
You see? I've even left you a way out.
A way out?
Didn't you hear me? All you have to do is solve that puzzle. Do that, and you can stop the incinerator.
What's the point of stopping it? You'll only capture me and make
This
me
is
do
the
this
bad
all
Santa.
again. I'm not going to listen to you. If you're just going to throw me back in here, I might as well just die now.
My goodness, haven't you listened to anything I've said? I told you, I'm a fair man.
Huh?
If you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will in turn activate. If this experiment is to deliver valid results, there must be a chance of success. If you succeed, you will escape.
He could be lying, though.
The verification function of the red?
Oh, that's why the red's not working. Of course.
Ah, so you do remember. Right now there are two numbers in the red. The first is 1 and the second is 3. Say, Akane, what's your number?
Five. The face on the bracelet showed a 5. 9. I ran to the door with the 9 on it. I grabbed the red to put my hand against the scanner panel.
You really aren't one for listening, are you?
I hear Hongo's muffled voice from across the room. Right, he
I've already
left her with
told you,
those
didn't
two
I?
numbers.
Once you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will activate. In other words, if you haven't solved the puzzle, you can't enter your number. What kind of fool are you?
Why are you doing this?
You could never understand. You don't know what it's like to spend every day surrounded by monkeys. Now start the experiment. Solve the puzzle.
I can't! I don't know how!
Of course you don't. Isn't that the point? You understand, don't you? Access the morphogenetic field and find the solution.
I can't!
Then you'll die. You'll burn alive. It's gonna be quite... I imagine it will be very painful.
His horrible laugh echoed across the room, and even after his face disappeared from the window, I could hear it.
Incineration will begin in 10 minutes.
Okay, Akane. I was crying, great gulping sobs by broken hiccups that shook my body. I was terrified. Ace doesn't know that she's a transmitter, not a receiver. I could feel my fear pressing down on me like a tremendous weight. Somehow I forced my shaking legs to carry me back to the device. I stared at the monitor.
I can't. I just can't. There's no way. I can't figure this out.
What was I gonna do? I don't know. I didn't know. I didn't even know where to start. Fear scattered through my thoughts, and all I could think of was how I was going to die. My palms were sweating, knees weak, arms spaghetti, and my blood was boiling in my veins. It was hot. So hot. I couldn't breathe. I felt dizzy. My heart roared in my chest, as if it would pound itself to pieces. I reached into my pocket. I wrapped my hand around the thing I'd come back to get. The doll Jumpy had given me. At least I had that. Oh, I gave it to her. What? I held it tight with both hands and prayed.
Help me! Jumpy! Help me! Help me! Help me! Jumpy! 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 Please! Help me! Jumpy!
They're connecting. Okay.
Akane?
Akane?
Who the hell is Akane?
Shut up! Just shut the hell up!
Seven and Lotus don't understand. I think Clover and Snake have an idea, though. Clover's looking at me, and I think Snake may have figured it out. No, it doesn't matter. They're in my way. Where'd she go? Maybe over here?
Akane! Akane! Can you hear me? Akane! Say something!
Fuck. Did something break our connection? I swear I just heard her. Shit.
Akane! Answer me! Akane!
Jumpy?
I spun around. I heard a voice. His voice. I looked around. He wasn't in the room, of course, but I heard it so clearly. Like he was right there.
Jumpy!
I screamed as loud as I could.
Akane!
Jumpy!
That's her. She's here. Then that means...
Akane! Akane!
Are you in an incinerator right now?
Yes, I am! How did you know?
I couldn't believe that he knew that. Now I understand what Santa meant.
Right.
There's only one way to help her. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane.
And we're gonna do it, damn it. I think I get it now.
Incineration will begin in 7 minutes.
If y'all could finish, hurry up, so that we can do this. As quickly as I could, I told him that I had to solve the puzzle in order to stop the incinerator.
Got it.
And I do. I get everything now. At last, I finally understand what all of this means. I know why the Nonary game was held today. I know why we were kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this moment. All of this was planned out to lead to this one moment. Oh my god. This is insane. I can't believe it, but there's only one possible answer. June is 0. Is Akane Kurashiki. She recreated the history of future that she had a glimpse of 9 years ago. She tried to save herself that way 9 years ago. No, she's trying to save herself right now. That means that there's only one thing for me to do. That means that it must have worked if she's here planning this now. Even if this is all some sort of insane plan, I will save her. I will save Akane Kurashiki. I must save her no matter what.
Incineration will begin in 6 minutes.
The voice reminded me of how much time I had left.
Jumpy!
Yeah, I know. Just hang on, all right? I promise I'll get you out of there. I'm not gonna let you die. I promise. So don't worry, all right? Just give me a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
My voice shook as I answered. It was hot in the room. I felt like my heart was on fire. 6 minutes or not, my heart burned with all of my feelings for him. Alright, time to get to work, Junpei. Is Snake talking to them about something? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Get out of my way.
Hey, what are you...
Just trust me, okay?
I don't know the solution either, Junpei. Sorry, Lotus, I didn't mean to snap, but there's a lot more at stake here than your pride. I'll apologize later, alright? Now let's have a look at this thing. We've got numbers all over this grid. I think the panels are out of order. So I just need to switch these out. Staring at it isn't going to accomplish anything. I just have to try it.
Just think of what I did all those times before.
God, if this is timed, I'm gonna cry.
I'm gonna do this on my own, with my own mind. I'm gonna solve this problem.
Thank you. Thank you. It is not timed. Okay, one is here. Okay, I can switch things around. Oh, is this not a Sudoku? I love a Sudoku. An upside down Sudoku. The sirens are coming for me again. Okay. So we know that it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, wait, they're matching. Okay, wait, there we go. Right? We just have to make them match, okay? This is fine. Akane, this is okay. Password! Oh, it's supposed to say password! Okay. Success. Please enter password. Is the password password? It's not password. The password isn't password. It's not all ice. You think 0? Okay. Password. Maybe it's the number equivalent of what that is. The password is password, but it's like... I don't remember the fucking... I'm inputting a password now then. Are there any hints? What the hell am I supposed to put in here? Do we want to try... Wait, okay. What's the system called with the numbers? I'm gonna look it up so I don't have to... Akane, Santa? I don't... Okay. The screen appeared after I solved the last puzzle. Maybe the hint was in that one. It was all the 9s. Yeah, hexadecimal. Thank you. I'm gonna look up the hexadecimal real quick. It only goes to 16? It doesn't go through all of the alphabet? Give me a second. Decimal. Hexadecimal. No, this is, game hexadecimal is different from real hexadecimal. To letters. There we go. That's not helpful. That's also not helpful. That is more helpful. Okay. I think the password's password, personally. Okay. P-A-S-S-W-O-R-D, right? Huh. We went past 16 though in the past in these puzzles. E-F-G-H-I-J-K-L-M-N-O-P. That's 25, I think. A is 10. S is 26, maybe 36 ends the hexadecimal for this game. I wish it would let me look at my files at this point. Give me a second. Hexadecimal for 0 escape. I just want the image that they gave us of the hexadecimal. Okay, yeah, it goes up to V, and the game gives us it up to V. So that should be all we need, right? Okay. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, that is 25. A is 10. 25, 26, 27, 28. 28 is S. W... Oh, it only goes to V. It doesn't go to W. 28, 29, 30, 31. Sorry, 31? Wait. 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. It would be 32. It would be... let's see. If that's 25, 24, 23, 22... No, wait. 24 would be O. Okay. R... 26, 27... And D would be 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, and then I just take the 0 of all of those. Okay, I'm not sure that this is the answer. I'm sorry if I'm leading you all through this. So the root of 25 is 5, 6, 7. A is 1. 8, 9, 10. S is 1. S is 1. W is 5. 0 would be 6. 27 would be 9. Sorry. And then 4. So I could either enter all of those letters in, or I could add those together as well and do the same thing. Maybe I add them all together. Okay, let's try a few things. I'm gonna try these numbers in sequence. 7 1 1 1 5 6 9 4. Okay, that's not it. I'm gonna try to add those numbers together. 7, 10, 15, 19, no. It's 15, 16, 17, 18, 21, 34. 34, the root of 34 is 7. Okay, it's not that. Yes, I know the answer ended up being password. Damn it, that's not helpful to me. And after it was an extra space. The 9th square. Maybe that's the password? That doesn't make sense. Did it, like, tell me it? And... It must be super simple, right? Yes, you solved it by making the hidden squares all 9. So the hidden number should be 9 as well. Okay, that means... Well, what the fuck is 9 in hexadecimal? It's not. 9 is 9 in hexadecimal. Is it just a bunch of 9s? No. 9, thank you. 9 in hexadecimal is 9. Did I not fucking try that?
Yes, that's it.
Okay, so in the DS version, was the puzzle still up while you were doing that? Because if the puzzle was still up, then maybe. It looked like it was adding together a certain way. I'm fucking done.
Akane, did you get it?
Yes, I did! I solved it! I mean, really, you solved it for me, but I copied everything you did!
Hello? Hi. MonaCat1999 is following. Hi, welcome. Thank you for the follow. You have 999 in your name. This is excellent. Tests be like, I did it! I mean, I copied you, but... Okay.
Then what the hell are you waiting for? Push it!
Gubby Frog! Gubby Frog! Hey, thank you so much for the sub! That's so kind of you! For this intense moment. Thanks everyone for being here. I hit the enter key.
Emergency shutdown command has been confirmed. Incineration system has been disabled.
We saved her! We saved Akane!
Jumpy! It worked! It worked! The incinerator shut down! It worked!
Tears rolled down my face as I cried out to him, but they were very different sort of tears. A wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief flooded my body. At the same time, what strength I had left disappeared, and I collapsed on the floor. For a while, I just lay there, laughing and crying and enjoying being alive. Every time I thought about him, I thought my heart would burst.
Whew.
I can't quite believe I did that. But I'm so glad, so glad. I feel like my heart's on fire. Junpei, hit enter, please. Junpei, darling. No, I don't have time to be thinking about that kind of shit. All I need to tell Akane...
Sorry, but things are kind of busy over here. I'm gonna have to hang up now, okay?
You don't have to hang up, you can just keep living your life.
Oh, of course, that's fine.
I wiped the tears from my eyes and nodded vigorously, even though I knew he couldn't see me. Then I looked over at the corner of the floor. There were 2 bracelets Hongo had left behind. Now. Well, Seven and Lotus didn't look particularly happy with me. Not a very nice look to give someone who just saved your life, guys.
Junpei, are you...
Okay?
No. No, thank you for the hydrate. Oh, we're doing great. We're doing wonderful. It's fine. Okay, so maybe they'd have a reason to be pissed off. So what if I hadn't pressed the enter key yet? Alright, nothing holding me back now. Here goes. Oh, wait.
Incineration will begin in 90 seconds.
Oh, well, shit.
It doesn't sound like it's stopping.
It certainly doesn't.
What the shit? Why isn't it stopping?
Okay, maybe I didn't hit the key hard enough. Hit it again, and again, and again. Okay, that's not working either. The alarm's still going off. What the hell is going on? Good. I've got the right numbers in the boxes. It's perfect. So why the fuck isn't this thing stopping?
Incineration will begin in 60 seconds.
Wait, of course. That's what the numbers showed up after the puzzle mean. Okay. Okay. 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. We have everybody. We have all of us here. We can get through the door. Snake, Clover, me, Seven, and Lotus. Then, door 9. No, that's it. That number on the door isn't a 9. It's not even a number.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that...
Holy shit. Of course. Then we just have to put the right number into the red and...
Incineration will begin in 30 seconds.
Run, guys! Get to the door! Run!
See, this is what, usually we would experiment and see which thing opened the door, and we could have found out this without doing the puzzle. We just had to save Akane first. Man, I really hope they can trust me on this one, or we are all fucked. No time to explain, just go.
Quick! Verify your numbers on the red!
Verify? Who?
What combination?
All of us! We all need to verify!
Why?
You really think this is a good time to ask questions? Just do it!
Hurry, 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 hurry!
Incineration will begin in 10 seconds.
Come on, y'all! Hurry your fucking asses.
7, 6.
I'm so stressed.
4, 3, 2. Central gate has been opened. Incineration system has been disabled.
Oh. Jesus Christ, y'all. Thank fucking Christ. No time to be happy, time to go.
Hurry! We've only got 9 seconds before the door closes. Go, go, go!
Go, go, go. Come on, guys, move it. Okay, they're all through. Move it, Junpei. Just in time. We have to find a dead? And there goes the door. No, don't come down yet. You're not done. We still gotta find the dead. Okay, we found it. Oh my god. My heart.
Shit. Huh. Looks like we made it, huh?
But did we change the future? What have we done? Man, that guy can sure laugh when he wants to. Looks like Clover and Lotus are totally out of energy. Snake is shaking his head wearily. I just want to take a nap, but...
Akane? Akane! Can you hear me? Akane!
I want to tell her he made it. I want to tell her how good I feel. But nothing. Neither of you are in danger anymore. The door opened. Standing in front of it was my brother.
Akane!
Oi!
I cried his name even though my voice was almost gone from screaming and leapt into his arms.
Oh,
Hey, it's okay. Everything is good.
Akane!
I buried my face in his chest and cried again. Ahoy, ahoy! I cried and I cried and cried. The steady thump of his heart in my ear made me feel like I was home. Darling, please get to the dead. It beat almost like a lullaby. I wrapped around my arms around him as far as they would go and held him as tight as I could. Just to be there felt like a miracle. I hadn't felt the warmth of another human body in what had seemed like an eternity. I just wanted to stay there in his arms forever. But I couldn't. The moment I passed through the door, my bracelets had begun to count down to death. I leapt away from him, looked around. The door had already closed. I spotted the dead only a short distance away. It took me only a moment to go and scan all the bracelets. I left the ones Hongo had dropped in the scanner panel. That was it. I took a deep breath and looked around again. The huge detective who'd recalled 7 in 9 years and Snake the blind boy were looking at me. They seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearance. Their eyes were wide and their mouths hung open.
Alright, let's get out of here. If we don't book it, we might run into Hongo again.
Aoi was right. It was time to get moving. The mention of Hongo seemed to jar 7 and Snake out of their surprise, and they nodded. We took off running up the spiral stairs to freedom. Time for more running. Imagine the timeline where you go through all this and young Kane forgets to grab the bracelets. So it just blows up and yeah, that's what I was almost expecting to happen. Jesus. My heart's beating so hard I can barely hear. God, I can't wait to breathe real air again. Huh? Is Seven talking?
Hey, Junpei, can I ask you something?
It's us again. Look at us. Where's Clover and Snake are ahead of us, I assume.
What's up?
That door, the one with the 9 on it. Why'd it open?
Yeah, all 5 of us verified our numbers on the red. 2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 is 26. That makes our digital route 8. It shouldn't have opened.
That's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured it out already.
I haven't figured it out, gamers.
Huh?
You
Why?
want to elaborate, Junpei?
Because you were the person who taught me about the idea of bases.
Bases?
Yeah. What are the 2 numbers in base 2?
What? Wait. Spooks, did you just switch accounts? What just happened? Who is this? Is this an imposter? That's kind of sus. Shh. Shh, I didn't see anything.
0 and 1.
There's just motion blur on the jiggle.
How about base 10?
That goes from 0 to 9, right?
Then how about base 16?
0 through F. After 9, it starts at A and goes from there. B, C, D, etc.
You're right. In other words, A in base 16 is 10 in base 10. B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, and so on.
So, what about it?
You don't get it? What if we keep going with that pattern? What if you go way past base 16 all the way to base 27?
Okay.
Base 27.
Base 27.
Yeah.
Well, the numerical digits are the same. So I guess you'd add alphabetical digits. E is 14, F is 15, G is 16.
Through the more you're transmitting.
H is 17, I is 18, J is 19.
K is 20, L is 21, M is 22.
Yes, everybody, you're doing
N
great.
is 23, O is 24, P is 25.
Yeah, and? What comes after that?
Oh. O is 0 is...
Oh.
Q.
Okay, Q is a 9.
26!
Yeah, but we needed 27, didn't we? 6, 7, 8? Oh, I'm stupid.
What
No,
does that
it's
mean?
26 the whole time. Sorry, that's on me. That's a
Wasn't
Q
9
on the door.
It was a Q! A fucking lowercase Q!
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Wow. Fun extra layer to this. In Japanese, 9 and Q are homophones. That's why English 0 never says seek a door that carries a 9 out loud. It leaves a note in an ambiguous font in Japanese. Oh! It says door with a Q out loud, but only in Japanese text with the Japanese voice version. If you play the English text with the Japanese voices version, they record all the voice actors reading the ambiguous note to not spoil the surprise. That's really cool!
I guess to put it another way, you could say that it was a 9 in base 10, but a Q in base 27.
Time for more running! Wee! God, my thighs are killing me. I swear any moment now I'm gonna tear a muscle. I feel like every single cell in my body is dying for air. Oh, look at they're helping each other. Damn, every breath I take is a chore now. I feel like my lungs are gonna burst. Maybe just a short rest? No, I can't stop. Don't have time. Come on, legs. There can't be many more of these steps left. Let's run. Run like a bullet down a rifled barrel. Okay, but this doesn't explain why Akane was there and then disappeared. Like a tornado cutting through the sea of clouds. I mean, she's 0, so maybe she just left while we weren't looking, but she seemed genuinely ill, because maybe her fate was in the balance. Every breath I take, move I make, I'll be watching you. Finally! Everybody get their pants out. Jesus, I can barely breathe. No, Junpei, no time to rest. Pull yourself together, you're almost there.
All right, I'm gonna open it.
Yeah.
Yes. We're finally here.
Yeah!
Please do.
Sure, you look like a big heavy door, but you're the only thing standing between me and my freedom. Even more important than that, you're the only thing standing between me and Akane. You're gonna open, and you're gonna open now. Akane vision. Felt a hand on my shoulder. Wait, okay. Her fevers, they happen in timelines that can't lead here. Then it always happens is when you open door 5 to check on the 9th man. Okay. So she gets ill every time we go the wrong way. But she got ill this time too. Yeah. Yeah, so her existence is in such a balance that she's ill for most of the timelines. That makes sense. He gave it a small, reassuring squeeze. was so happy, I felt like I could melt. My heart was at peace. And not only because my brother and I were back together again, thanks to it, the huge detective, all 9 of us who had been kidnapped, were finally able to escape from the gigantic. On the distant horizon, we could see the faint outline of the ship as it sank. It gave a thunderous roar as it finally slipped beneath the waves. The last cry echoed across the ocean, and then it was gone.
It's over.
Aoi whispered.
Yeah.
It was over. It was finally over. Or was it? Was it really? Oh, excuse me. I don't know. The blind boy's doing his best. Yeah. That was wrong. That wasn't it at all. I was sure of it. This wasn't the end. It was only the beginning. This was only a prologue to what would happen in 9 years. Yes, finally. Air. Damn, the sun is bright. I can barely see anything. I gotta admit, it doesn't look quite like... Wait.
No way.
Wait, I have a theory. 1 second. Let me get my theory out before we find out. They're in the Q facility. That's my guess. They're not even in the ship. That's my guess. Okay. Yes, Find Stitch is the same wavelength as me. They're gonna be at Q. You've got to be shitting me.
What?
It can't be.
This is...
Yeah! Wow.
This is the building in the Nevada desert.
Time for us to die in the desert.
the mock experiment building.
Oh my god. This whole time we were in Building Q.
Sure enough, that's a desert out there, with mountains all around it. Hello there, son. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. I don't think I've ever been so happy to see a sunrise. Huh? Did I just hear something fall? Our bracelets! I guess I've never really got a good look at the underside of one of these. Let's see what's inside you. Just a little electronic chip, like an ATM card. That's it. There's nothing else. Nothing that even looks like a detonator. Well, there's never a detonator to begin with. Oh. Because none of them were supposed to get hurt. Figures.
Akane.
Because Akane didn't want to kill any of them. She did this to save her life.
Jumpy.
Guess I might be pretty crazy about the girl if I think I'm hearing her voice in the wind. No, you can still probably connect with her. Oh, okay. What? It's over? Wait. You found it. There are some things that I have questions about. Oh, well then of course Alice wasn't there. Alice was on the ship. We weren't on the ship. That ship still sank. Which means Alice is still down there. You done it. Congratulations. This is wild. Damn, dude. Huh. I have a lot of thoughts. Building Q, Q! Oh, that was the clue! That's why the door was different here. Because it was Q. Damn. Clue the whole time.
Are you okay?
Oh, okay.
Oh, come on. This is nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't look okay.
It was just before the end of elementary school. Jumpy and I were sitting next to each other on a small hill looking down at the town as the sun slowly set.
How does it look then?
He was half serious and half joking. I thought about it for a minute first.
Well, let's see. It looks like you kissed a toad and got warts, but then they just kept growing and growing and growing.
What does that even mean?
Junpei grinned and...
Ow, 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 ow.
See? I told you you're not okay. You're too reckless. You can't beat 5 8th graders, Jumpy. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I couldn't just stand there. I mean, don't you think so? I had to do something.
Where did we get this car? Look at the Nevada desert go past. For an SUV, this thing has a pretty smooth ride. Since it sure was nice of someone to leave it for us outside the building. Keys in the ignition, gas in the tank. Almost like it was a present, you know? Anyway, we jumped in, and now here we are, screaming across the desert. Lotus is over there in the passenger seat. Snake and Seven and I are all squeezed in the back seat here. All 3 of the boys. Still can't believe we let her drive.
Woohoo! This is so
Wait,
fun!
Clover's driving?
This is so awesome! Driving is so great when there's nothing around. There's no speed limit.
Good for her.
Hey, Clover, watch those bumps, all right? This car jumps even a little, and I think I'm gonna get crushed to death.
Hey, shut it. I can't help if I'm big, all right? Suck it up.
Why don't you drive, Seven?
I'm a cop. I ain't gonna break the law.
He doesn't have an international license.
Clover, why do you have an international license?
Yeah, but you could have sat in the passenger seat.
Oh, hell no. There's no way I'm giving this seat up. And Clover, there's no need to slow down. The car Santa and June are in should be somewhere down this road ahead of us.
Yeah, I saw some fresh tire tracks going out. There's no doubt about it.
Then we've got to hurry if we want to catch them, don't we?
Sure thing.
Oh shit. God damn it, she doesn't have to drive so fast. Man, I didn't even think a car like this could go this fast. We sure are throwing up a lot of dust. It's a couple hours after we'd run into the junior high students. They'd been hiding in the bushes in the back of one of the hills, drenching a kitten in gasoline. The moment we saw what they were doing, Jumpy ran up to them, furious.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
Then he jumped on them. He quickly scooped up the kitten and tossed it to me. I caught it and ran for the police station as fast as I could.
Help me! Officer, please! You have to come with me!
The policeman and I headed back to the hill, and all we found was Jumpy, sprawled on the ground with his face covered in big swelling lumps.
You couldn't run away after you threw the kitty to me?
He stuck his tongue out through the hole in his mouth where the tooth had fallen out.
Yeah, I guess I could've...
Then why didn't you?
I didn't want to. I wanted to beat him up. Beat him up real good.
You're so stupid, Jumpy.
Because of what they were doing to the kitty.
Yeah, that too, but I think they were the ones behind those murders our first semester. Remember?
We've solved the mystery!
Oh, you mean the bunnies?
The bunnies.
Yeah, the bunnies.
He plucked some of the grass from the ground and tossed it into the wind.
They asked me what elementary school I was from, so I told them. And then they said they'd do the same thing to you that they did to the rabbits.
What the fuck?
I couldn't forgive them for that, so I... Hey, there's still some stuff I don't get.
There's a lot of stuff I still don't get.
Like Ace. Well, I guess I should say Gitaro Hongo. Why did he create the Nonary project? Anybody? Any ideas?
What? You thought that... What? Why would you think Akane would do that to hang out with him? That's horrible. Oh my god. That's... She would never do that.
Why don't you ask him yourself?
Hell yeah, I guess I could.
He's still in the trunk, I assume?
We took him? Where did we get him? Yeah, he is. Still tied up, I'm assuming, with his mouth taped shut. His eyes just look empty, no emotion. He looks like he's just given up. I wonder if he even cares what happens to him anymore.
Hey, were you listening to us?
Yeah, I guess every single time someone was killed in this game, it was his fault. And we never had detonators. Well, I guess the couple of the actual dangerous dudes had detonators. Go ahead and try to pretend you weren't, you old bastard. Let's get that tape off your mouth.
Come on, I know you were. Answer me.
You could at least look me in the eye when you talk, man.
I only wanted to see the faces. Human faces.
Oh. This whole thing was him trying to cure his prosopagnosia?
I thought if I could gain the ability to access the morphic field set, then perhaps I could see faces.
I think that's stupid.
By peering into people's minds, you could understand how they were processing the expressions of others.
That's it?
God, what an asshole.
Yes, if you want to put it simply.
Kids are fucked up sometimes. Oh, yeah, okay, that's fair. That's a fair analysis. She was smiling when she told the story. She remembered it like a positive memory because they got to hang out. I understand your analysis. Yeah. Well. Okay, so he's using his face blindness as a reason to not care about he's saying that he has no empathy for people because he has prosopagnosia, but being able to see people's faces does not give you empathy.
But if you are looking for a more philosophical answer, I can supply that as well. You see, the human collective consciousness...
I think that's enough out of you, pal. Good for him. He's literally just a psychopath. Seeing people isn't gonna fix that, buddy.
Alright, so what's your second question?
You said there were some things you didn't get, didn't you?
Well, somebody's a little nosy.
Well, my next question doesn't really have anything to do with you two. This is for you, Seven. It's about the whole Alice thing. What's the deal with that?
Well?
See, 9 years ago, after I escaped from the Gigantic, I kept going after Hongo on my own, hoping I'd catch him when he finally slipped up. During the course of my investigations, I learned a lot more about the Gigantic. I also found out about Bourdain and Alice.
You're not really answering my question. Was there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature?
Sounds like Hongo has something to say. Alright, fine, I'll let you talk, but you have to behave.
What?
Alice doesn't exist.
Well, don't crush our dreams like that.
9 years ago, I found Alice's coffin behind the library on the bottom deck. There was nothing in it but the root of a peculiar plant. My research determined that it was a member of the genus Mandragora.
It's a
of the family
mandrake.
Solanaceae. I was able to extract a particular alkaloid from it. I used that extract to create Soparil.
Soparil.
Its creation was a tremendous boon to my firm, and we grew rapidly.
Shit, this is gonna go on forever. Tape's going back on, Hongo. The rest of my questions can wait a bit. For now, I think I'll just enjoy the ride. Well,
Here, this is for you.
Alice went missing from her coffin. Alice got up and walked away. She's out there. I'm still playing the game. Yes, I do like the game.
What's this?
This is, for you, doll. His name is Junpei.
Jumpy pulled something out of his pocket and shoved out an arm towards me. In his hand was a doll made of yarn, small enough to fit in his palm.
Jumpy, are you sure it's, for you, doll?
Huh? Yeah, the lady at the shop said so, so that means it's for you, right?
Oh.
Are you sure it's not a voodoo doll?
Wait, what? That's... Oh, man. Oh, man.
Well, it sure looks like a voodoo doll. I mean, you do know what a voodoo doll is used for, right?
Yeah, I guess calling it Junpei isn't a very good idea, then.
Why are you giving me this anyway? It just seems really sudden.
Well, you know how after June, we aren't gonna get to see each other too much?
After June. Because school ends in June. Oh.
I mean, we're gonna be in different schools, and... I just thought I'd, you know,
Oh, okay, well, how about we call it June, then?
Oh.
Okay. So, I wanted to give you this.
You sound like some sort of tribal chief in a bad movie.
Yes. I, head of tribe.
Wow, oh, good. The game is ending with just a little bit of racism. Just a touch to bring us to a close.
This doll, traditional charm of the tribe.
Thanks, game. Awesome. That's what I love to hear. So cool. Yes, young Akane ran back to get the doll. Yeah, this is the doll.
So I give this.
Jumpy, please stop.
It me. So we always together.
Oh, Jumpy.
Wow, what a romantic moment.
Bad,
Thank you,
then hold
Japan.
and pray.
Yeah.
I go wherever you are. So here, take.
I reached my hand out and picked up the doll gently.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jumpy.
Before I knew it, I was crying. Tears streamed down my face and onto June's tiny yarn body.
Oh, Jumpy. I'll never forget you.
That's an ominous thing to say. You're not leaving forever, you're just going to different
promise.
schools. There are phones. Jumpy looked straight into my eyes and just said 5 words.
I'll never forget you either.
The sky was a beautiful crimson red as it melted down towards the horizon. The last golden rays of sunlight stretched out across the city and painted themselves across the hills. Kim proceeds to forget about her. We sat bathed in the warm light of evening. Just the two of us leaning gently against one another, shoulder to shoulder. The sun set, and we still didn't leave. We watched in silence as the darkness deepened, and one by one the lights of the town began to flicker on. There's still one thing I don't get. To be honest, it's the biggest mystery as far as I'm concerned, and also one that's really important. It has to do with June and Akane. 9 years ago, she died in the incinerator on the Gigantic. But she's still alive now, as June. But how? Is it because I tapped into the morphic field set and saved her 9 years ago? Alright, let's say that makes some kind of insane sense. If I did that, then... how do I make sense of what Seven remembers? Snake makes sense, he's blind. He couldn't have seen her body anyway. But Seven, he said he was sure he saw it. Does that mean there's some kind of historical discrepancy? Or wait. Wow, we're still going. Maybe that's not it at all. There's one other logical explanation. Was what you told me the truth, Seven? You look satisfied. No. No way. Seven was involved! He couldn't.
Hey, look! Over there. There's somebody next to the road.
Seven was part of it!
Huh?
Huh?
What? Hmm?
Hello? Oh my god! Yeah! She's real! She's in the desert! The burning gaze of the Nevada sun pounded down on her head. The desert around her rippled with heat. Standing there in the shimmering plain was a woman, her arm out and her thumb up. It would not be long before Junpei realized who she was. He doesn't know what she looks like. What? Why was the achievement I just got called Don't Forget Your Towel? Sixth sense of what's coming. Yes. Oh, we got both! Okay. 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 This is just end. Can I go to end? Okay. Okay, just making sure. Making sure I didn't miss anything. Oh my god. Wow. Oh, you're right. Yes, that's a Hitchhiker's Guide reference. That's a very loose. Considering all she was doing was hitchhiking. There's no other connection that could be made to draw that conclusion, but that's fine. I do like it. I do appreciate the joke. Excellent. Excellent. Wow. Seven never had amnesia. He had amnesia. Headaches were overlapping timelines. Ooh, that's interesting. Schrodinger's cat mix of the two. Oh. I like that. I like that theory. I will do a big stretch. Thank you. Oh, big stretch. I feel like he really did have amnesia. Maybe in the old timeline he would have amnesia, but in the new timeline he was part of it. And that's when he got the headache is when the two converged. You had to wait to gather points. That's fair. Oh my god. Well, we made it. I guess that's the end of stream. Actually, while y'all here, I'm picking a game for next week. I have 2 games set up, and I am basically going to choose which one goes into this time slot. And now, thank you, Spooks. Okay, I have to figure out which game I'm playing in this time slot, because one I'm gonna play after I finish Firmament, and one I'm playing here. So, one will be for Thursday, one will be for Sunday. Would you rather me play, Button City? It's a story of a bunch of cute little creatures saving their town's local arcade and finding friends along the way. Or Homebody, the horror game that the Game Grumps put out. Those are the two next games I'm gonna play. Which would you rather see next week? If you have a preference. Because I know Thursday slot's kind of a weird time for people to make. So, whichever you don't want, I will put in the Thursday slot. The first one sounds cool? The cutesy one? As a break from, from Zero Escape. And I can play the horror game on Thursdays. Snake can be implied to be worried about his identity found. Oh yeah. You're totally right. Spooks! Why are y'all popping off today? Thank you so much. Oh, yeah, you're totally right. It lets us click on all of the fucking lights when he's around, in the cabin. That is very bizarre, actually. Okay. Well, one of you has voiced their opinion, so I'm gonna go with, we'll play Button City this time next week, starting at, noon Eastern Standard, or Eastern Daylight. It's currently Eastern Daylight. And then... Yes. And then yes. And then yes, we will play Homebody after I finish Firmament. Awesome. Okay. Now I'm gonna find someone to raid. I guess that's. I will be playing the other Nonary games. I will be taking a break from them for a little while, just so I can play some shorter games in the midst. Just like I do with the Mist series, I will take breaks. But I have all three. And I am very excited to play the other ones, now that I know that the next one may be a sequel. Okay, let me see who's online. We can do a little raid. Okay. Don't double me. Who we got? I don't know most of these people very well, so we're gonna raid Kaz. Wow! I will occasionally try to raid other cowtubers, but it doesn't look like anybody's online. So, Kaz it is. Kaz is playing Ghostwire Tokyo, which is, looks like a really fucking cool game. A lot of yokai, a lot of collecting spirits. I think you'll like it. Thank you all so much for hanging out. This has been really delightful. I love this game so much. I'm excited to play the other ones. Hopefully they won't also end in surprise racism. And it'll be fine. Yay. We love it. Have a great one. Thank you. And have a lovely day. The Schrodinger's cat. Yeah. I do think I think the merging the timelines would be the coolest. Anyways. Thank you all for coming. Bye-bye!